Mute it. Thank you, Patty J. Thank you for hitting me up with that. Yeah, I was muted. Good Lord. Thank you, dear heart. Home, sweetie baby. Thank you for. I'm glad you. Okay. Oh, Lucy didn't even know I was muted, but I'm glad you're home, dear heart. My beautiful pin, Patty J. Um, family is going through some personal issues, and his health, and we're gonna wish the best for him. All right. Okay. So looky here. Let me grab my phone here. Let me tell you guys this. As I rock, and I roll through what I'm going through, I want, like I always say, this is just from my perspective of what I've been going through. I want to let you know that you're not by yourself. Okay. It's a few things that I have to really talk about before we get to what the page was supposed to be about, and that is, I got a call from a good brother, um, and there's some other people who are very, very chastising with veterans, people who are trying to move forward. Look here, I hear you. I really do. I hear you. Um, you shouldn't have to put up with bullshit, and pardon my vernacular, to get to where you need to be as your rights for your benefits. Okay. Okay. So now, when I think about this, and I talk about this all the time, Brian LT is in the house. Okay, LT, you hang in there because I'm gonna bring you up here. This is the one good brother I want. We're gonna talk about government service jobs. And we're going to talk about that. And what I mean by that is this, um, give you a little forward and one on, what you should be preparing yourself to go through if you're looking for a government service job. Okay. We, and I'm telling the LT as well. And hey, salutes to LT Turner, Brian Turner, and your dad, man, your dad too. Much respect. Okay, so what we're talking about is, we're going to try to get you some enlightenment on how you can move forward with where you want to go. All right, so I want you guys to even hit me up if I'm slow dragging it and milking it, whatever you need to get to where you need to get. Let's get there. But the thing is, you need to hear from some people who are actually going through it. I'm going through my thing. You guys remember on this channel, I always tell you this. This is from our perspectives. We're not professionals. And even if we are, you're going to be paying for our time if you want to a consultation for that. But the thing is, we're here to give you information from what we're experiencing. Okay, so don't be trying to go and turn this on this, and also too. Um, when you're trying to seek information and people are being arrogant, sarcastic, rude, and I'm just being light about that, it can go into the other assholes and all that. But if they are being that, the thing is, I don't know what they're going through. Honestly, I don't. Maybe they are in their particular mode of doing what they're doing. If people are being arrogant and rude and sarcastic, because I'm gonna tell you on this channel here, I get people who have come to me and think that I can help them falsify information to go to where I'm not about that. And my brother Brian Turner, and I hope you don't mind me calling him LT. He's a first lieutenant, and you got to give him props because he's doing what he is doing. I'm not going to put no other information out on him about anything because that's his personal thing. Some people come up here and they want to troll. Okay, well, we're gonna have to deal with you in a minute when we deal with that. But all my people who come up on my channel, be aware that there are trolls that come up here and is trying to get information. And look, I only got like maybe I haven't looked at my recent. Last time I looked, it was like 400 people whose subscribers I have. Okay, but so What we're going to talk about, and I'm going to the LT up here. Hey, LT, let me get you up here right now. Because what we're going to talk about is a government service job, GS job. But at the same time, I agree with this. Now, see, I'm 100% wide open because you know what? I'm where I am. And maybe I shouldn't think that this is where I'm going to be for the rest of my life, but it's not that. I agree with a few people who have told me on this here. You know, you keep your cards close to your chest, and what that means is don't tell everybody what the hell you're trying to do, because there's going to be some people coming in here trying to sabotage your movement just because their ego and pride are it's just something they want to get out of the way. And to me, it's the bottom line is bull. But so when you come on my channel, and I have to get this full disclosure as well, you will not talk down to my people here that's on here on my channel. You will not be coming in here with disrespect because you will get chin check from the word go. I mean, you see, this is major shows that are out there. But anyway, okay, so let's push. Let's keep it pushing. Let's get on. Let's get on. Let's get on. All right, LT, let me drop this and see if you want to come up and we can rap about this because I want to talk to you guys about a couple other things as well. So let me do this. Yeah, it's so good to see you, my brother. And glad you're rocking. Open, you and Dad are doing wonderful. As always. Right, all right, all right. And anybody else, if I don't know you, you better cam up because you ain't coming up. All right, so let me give you some 411 before we really get into this. My LT's going to come up. One of my fraternity brothers, he's busy, and I was hoping he was going to come up tonight. And if he's not able to make it tonight, we're going to bring him up tomorrow night. We're going to promise because we're going to talk about real estate as well. And it's your benefits as a veteran dealing with real estate. Okay, so now check this out. Okay, so I was over at the work. Hey, Vanessa Kitty's in the house. How you doing, baby girl? And this goes out to Brian Turner as well. Good evening. Good to see you, beautiful. I appreciate you. So we're at the work source today, and we're talking about. I went there honestly. Okay, I'm gonna tell you where I'm rocking with this. I have not been able to work in a while. So I go to work resource because there's a person who used to work there who can help me, understand Social Security benefits. Now, I mean, you young guys, young girls, um, if you're not aware of what Social Security benefits and when you should get them, this is the thing. Even if you're 100%, a disabled veteran does not mean that you will get Social Security. What you need to do, please forgive me, what I have done, I don't like to say what you need to do. What I have done is this. I go in and look at, at my particular point in time, how much Social Security am I eligible for? Now, see, this is where it's going to separate because when I'm talking about Social Security, a lot of you ladies and gentlemen are probably in your 20s or your 30s, and it's no disrespect. I want you to understand that it's no disrespect. If you're in your 20s and 30s, even if you're in your 40s, it's no disrespect. What I'm trying to get you understanding is that when you get to my age, this is some of the things that you will be having to deal with. Now, even if you're a politician and you watch politics or whatever, pay attention to where you are putting money into Social Security. Okay. This kid says, okay. So the thing is, when you're putting money into Social Security, will you get it out on the back end? And then what makes you eligible? When are you eligible? Who can you get to help you to understand if you're eligible? Okay, these are a lot of important things. Now I'm gonna tell you this because I'm still fighting with this. Okay, I got denied. I got shut down. Um, Now I go and I talk to some other people. So I got some other people. To this day, I got appointments. So what I'm trying to say to you is that when I talk with you, it's not to preach or teach with you. It's try to get you to understand to do some things that I have not done right. Now, is to point you to the point to where you can do things that are right for you. Okay. Now I want you to understand, I want you to dig this. Why you are working, why are you while you're trying to work and get the job that you want to get. Most of us are just happy because we got a job. You have to look at the benefits with that job. And it should come with, let me tell you this, real talk. There is no corporation in the United States that will give you retirement after 20 years except the federal government. Now, you can go to a place and you can put it into your contract as a CEO or a CFO that you want to get this. Now, if I'm wrong, you guys kick me and tell me this. But if you go into 20 years of government service job, you will get a retirement. You tell me if you go to any other place, you get a government service job and you get outside of that and you get a retirement. All right. Now, this is what's going to separate the two. But anyway, my man Brian Turner's in the background. Let's get him up here. I'll tell you what's going on with you. How you doing, my brother?
Good evening. Sorry I'm late.
Good evening to you, sir.
Yes, guy. As you can tell by the get up, I just got a slight lag. What did you say?
Crank up your volume just a little bit. Maybe it's just me. Talk to me again.
Can you hear me now?
Okay. If anybody else can't hear me, just let me know. But go ahead. Okay. How you been doing, brother? What's been going on with you? I'm gonna ask you some a few questions, and like I say, you tell me what's going on. I wanted to have this wonderful brother up here because he's striding and doing. Let me give you your introduction. So he's striding and doing everything. That, he was an officer in the military. He's out. He's got degrees and he's looking to further. Man, how can I say this, LT? I mean, because you're not just looking for a job to pay you, but you're looking for a job to what else? Extend your.
Yeah, so I'm getting a federal job. I'm getting a GS job. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you. My sister.
Yeah. So as I've been on this platform before, I'm aiming towards federal employment. As you mentioned before I came in, I got out the military in 2021, and now I actually just got out of class a few minutes ago. I've had a late night class, and can y'all see me now?
Yeah,
I just got out of class just now, so I'm actually getting my MBA next month. So I've been applying for GS federal jobs all across the southern region of the U.S. Just not only for the benefits, but for the environment. Federal jobs are probably better for me as a veteran.
Yeah.
Biggest thing is platforms like this. Not only do I learn, I get a chance to share kind of what I've been through during this process of looking for a federal job and applying.
Yeah.
So.
And this is what and please forgive me for interruption. This is what I want anybody who's listening to the thing is moving forward after you get out of the military and how you can and what you're looking to do. And so one of the other things I want to talk with you about is and it's not to put your personal stuff out there, but it's to ask. If a person is doing a GS job, we talked about this before, but what benefits do you look forward to receiving when you're doing what you're doing? Let's say if you do your job for the next 10 or 20 years, what benefits, and because you and I talk and it's hard for me to pussyfoot around it, but I don't want to put it, all that. I mean, but because you enlightened me to, if a person has a GS job, they can live on post. They get they get to exercise their benefits more. And I always think when you talk to me, I always think about. I think you're on a 100% path of maximizing your government status as far as we're moving around the country, or it's medical, dental, visual benefits, work staying on post, get kind of general and tell a person um, what's the benefits for them going to a government job when they get out of the military. Just get general. Don't.
Oh, certainly. So there's numerous of them. Starting from the top, but when you're a signed federal employee for the federal government, you get the same benefits. For example, you're basically back in the DoD, so to speak. Think of it like when you're back in the DoD, or you're working for like any other federal agency. You basically get free Medicare. You'll be on TRICARE. You get full TRICARE, and you mentioned base housing. Generally speaking, when you're a federal employee, you get first dibs on base housing. You know, if there's any kind of base housing like apartments or excuse me, I was
You're
about to
fine.
sneeze.
You okay, brother? You
About
okay?
to sneeze.
Bless you, bless you, bless
Excuse
you.
me, I was so goofy right now. My bad.
You're fine,
Yeah,
brother.
man.
You're
Yeah,
fine.
yeah,
You're good. You're good.
yeah. It must be the beard, but anyway.
Yeah, I had that. You said that probably. Yeah. So go ahead.
Yeah, you get first dibs on base housing, which means that if you want to apply for base housing, you get like when I say first dibs, they'll let you know what's available, and also base housing is much cheaper than regular housing, things
Definitely.
of that nature, and basically whenever you work with the federal government, you get all your medical benefits, but also you have access to your thrift savings program, the TSP.
Yep.
Um, and if you had federal time before you joined, like say if you were in the military, like I was, your
Hmm.
T it map it takes the TSP you had when you were in service and reactivates it whenever you're in the federal government, so to speak. It's kind of a jilted process, but basically the TSP you had when you were in the military, when you were in the army, it rolls
Yeah.
over to the federal government. So basically, you're almost double dipping. And
Yep.
also, if you have an SF50, I mean, there's a possibility you could be able. If you have an SF50, let's just say, because first, I work at the post office right now. I'm working at the post office in Baton Rouge right now. I'll
Right
be
on.
working there. I'll be working there until I get picked up. Thank you. I'll be working there until I get picked up by a GS job.
Hmm.
Basically, I'll be able to have almost two retirements. Not two
Hmm.
retirements, but basically that time goes on my SF50. That rolls over into my TSP.
Yeah. Right. Let me tell you guys that what is a CSP is the thrift savings program, and what that does, even if you're working at the post office, is they will match what you put into that system there, and so that means that it's like if you're putting 50, they'll match your 50 and put another 50, so you're getting 100. So uh, for anybody who's listening, pay attention to LT Turner is right. Is that when you get hired? Well, I got it back because there's so much. When you get hired, you have to look at, especially when the government program, is what your investment program is about in the TSP thrift saving program. Is a good program to get into. They're kind of limited at that, and if you were at the post office, now let me say this, the LT is way younger than I am, and he's telling you what I would tell you is, the post office is a cool place to run into because you can stack up your get into the TSP and you can stack up your money. When we talk about retirement, your top 36. But see, the LT is heading to a better top 36. And so this is what we say is that I used to say parlay that into another place where you can make more money. And right now, while and please forgive me if I'm overstepping my conversation, is that if it was me and I was him, and I think he's doing way better than what I'm doing, is that I'm in the post office, but I'm looking to get into a better situation that's going to allow me to do what I want to do and how I want to make money. So just don't get into the post office and say it's there, but but you can still make money in the post office because if you're looking into if you are an officer in the military. Now we need to talk about this, LT. A lot of people don't understand, and I didn't understand this. Even if you come into the post office, you come into a GS job, it's still kind of if you're a E1 to E3, that's where you are. And you can probably get into that and make more money. But if you're an E4 to E7, E6, E5 to an E7, and then if you're officer to another, into the officer rank, these jobs will look at so like a GS job, and I'm gonna get the LT to talk. When I came into a GS job, as a enlisted person, and so I got into a GS4, GS5. Then when I started, I had to work my way up to a GS6, GS7. But if you're in a senior NCO rank, you are coming in probably at a different rate. Am I wrong with that? Or am I?
No, sir. Basically, whenever you go to apply, they ask you for your SF-15, your DD-214, showing your time in service.
True.
And basically, they're just trying to see how much prior work history you have within the DoD, just so they can see how much they need to teach you whenever you come on board. But it's not so much how smart you are; it's based on how experienced you are. Basically, what they're trying to see is how much they have to train you and what level they can start you out on. It's not so much that they're trying to see how intelligent you are. That's not what it is at all. So and there are some very intelligent E1s through E3s. Now, most of them are. They're great soldiers. But the thing is, they're not as experienced quite yet. And the things you have to understand, the higher you get up on the GS system, the more is expected of you. The money is great, but don't think about the money. Understand that there's a certain expectation for each GS level. Generally speaking, not to put my business out, I'll probably go in as a 9 or an 11. I'm going to be expected to know as much as a 9 or 11. You know what I'm saying? So basically, for an E1 to about E5, you're going to pass off between a GS1 and GS4.
Yeah.
For E6, probably GS6 to GS7. But like I said, that's only because not only from your rank and grade, but from experience level within the deal. They're just trying to see how much, because when you apply for these jobs, right? They're basically, because they're going to ask you a series of questions. They're going to ask you how much time did someone mandate you? Like, for example, they might ask me as a supply chain person. I was field artillery and I was end up being supply chain in my degree. So they're going to ask you, when you did your job, did you do it by yourself or somebody monitoring you? Did you do it as a full-time job, or did you do it as just part of a task? All that's going to, and let me tell you something, when you get on these interviews, word of advice, and I don't mean to skip around, but when you get on these interviews, understand these are not interviews where you're going to be sitting down and some nice guy's going to be asking you about your family, asking you, no, they're going to ask you, you answered this. This is your experience in this. Do you know how to do this? How well do you know how to do it? From a skill, and then they're going to ask you something like, when's the last time you've been in a position where you have to make a decision based on this? Like, very specific questions that are going to really test your metal a little bit. So that's why it's very important to understand that it's not just about you, how smart you are on your rank and grades, it's on your actual experience level.
Exactly. You're so 100% right. And LT, because he said that right, is because even when I being an NCO, when you get some LTs just touching the ground, experience with knowledge is going to be the true thing as well as the talk. I'm gonna get this out of the way because me and my LT talk later on it. I'm not going to put this person totally on blast, but because I haven't they haven't accepted me to their channel yet, and once I get to their channel, I'm going to actually have a heart-to-heart, and I'm going to copy-paste some things so this person will know. All right. Okay, so we're talking about this. And this is what I say, and I'm not trying to say that, please believe me. I'm not trying to say that I'm better than anyone at all, period. This is where I come. There are some people out here when you're looking for help who want to charge you overrate, who want to chastise you and talk down to you and maybe discourage you. And we're not going to, on this channel, until I was talking about LT today, I've never thought about this, but I'm going to actually, have a heart-to-heart with this particular person that you and I talked about earlier. And I'm looking
for a counseling session, as we used to call it.
Okay, right on, right on. And I'm gonna get the receipts on this person. Matter of fact, let me pull up my Facebook
So,
page and see if this person has
so you found the right you found the right one.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. I
Okay.
found
Oh yeah,
him.
it's a very large page. A lot of my former vet friends who they actually got off, but that's between me and you.
Yeah. So and so this is what we gotta say because okay, so let me tell
I'm
you
saying
guys
that
this.
I said that on the internet. I'm talking about some that's between me and you. I'm such a goofball.
Yeah, no, you're fine. Because matter of fact, a couple other, I've been getting hit by a lot of different people from different aspects of different things. And
Mm-hmm.
it's the thing is, yeah, I want to approach this. Let me hold up. I want to get this guy out here. I want to approach this with, okay, so you guys tell me, you'll tell you here. Anybody else who gets this? Okay, this is the thing. Me and LT, we have been talking about, a particular individual on Facebook. This person has LT's called me, and I'm not gonna. I'm gonna give you this to that, but we talked about. He says, hey, this person has been kind of, disrespectful to people who are trying to get help. And for me, if you guys know me, I don't tolerate being disrespectful to people or people being disrespectful to my subscribers. And I have a small base, and this is why I say I come on when I come on. Let me tell you this, okay? Okay, I know I'm jumping all over the place here, but here it is. This particular person has been kind of disrespectful to people who are seeking help. And I just want to find out too, from my perspective, how I feel they're disrespectful. And I'm going to talk to this, hopefully reach out and talk to this person. And if they want to disrespect me or whatever, I'm going to come back and I'm going to let this person know that this is where I'm rolling with this. I'm going to come back to my subs and I'm going to tell them, how I feel about this. And I don't really get into that, but my thing is, I'm here to help us as veterans. I don't, and let me tell
This
you
could
this.
be this could be life and death. That's why it's very. This could be life and death. Like
Mhm.
you don't know what these veterans are going through. Like this is
Very
not for
true.
play. Like this is not.
Very true. And like you say, because when we're out on our limbs and we're trying to seek help, and we're not getting help, and thank you, LT, because if you're not getting help and we're out here on limbs, and like I say, I don't know everything. I don't know everything to tell you, but I will not sit here and play with you and talk disrespect you or talk down to you when you are needing help. The LT and I, we were talking about filling out resumes for working with the government. Uh, there's faces on Facebook that you can get some information. There's places on Twitter, Instagram that you can get information, and that is the most important thing: is you're getting information to help you move to another level. Okay, somebody, let me see. Okay,
I just want to be sure.
okay,
I just want to just in case. Just make sure we're on the same page. But yeah, that's
yeah. Is you this you hit me up, right?
yeah, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, okay, right on. Yeah, I got you. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna have to check it out. Because I'm looking at my phone now. Um, but okay, yeah, we're on the same page. Yeah, this whoa, okay. Well, I haven't got this guy. He has not responded and opened up his chat to me. So I went to this person's Facebook, and you have to uh apply to be a member. So I applied to be a member to this person's Facebook. I don't know if well, I haven't heard anything back from that particular person yet. Well, hold up. Let me see here. I'm not going to go on this page right now because I'm going to do some research with this person before we really get totally into it. But the thing is, and just like the LT says, well, this is the thing. Whenever you are reaching out You have to be genuine about your requests. And by what I'm saying is, First Magnum, hit me up. Get back with me. Um, be genuine about your requests and be genuine about resolve. Okay. The thing is, a lot of us come with issues and problems where we're not trying to seek resolve. My thing is, every time I approach a situation, it's like I may not be happy about it, but I got to figure out where's the resolve that I'm looking for and how can I get to that. What I mean by that is this. Um, if you're driving down the street and your car is on E and it runs out of gas, your resolve is go to the gas station, put some gas in your car. Or the resolve should be do gas before you get to that point. But the whole bottom thing is, if you are running out of gas, you don't want to sit on the curb and be fussing and fighting and complaining with each other. Go get that $2 back in the day. Go get that gas and put it in your gas tank and get your ass moving back to your spot. Because when you're back to your spot, that you can make better decisions of what you want to have done. Look here. God bless you guys. God bless me too. I'm telling you. Look, the reason why I have my brother, the first LT, on it, my other brother, we're going to talk about real estate. He probably is not going to be on tonight because his son has a soccer game. We're going to give him much love for that because family is important. Okay. But we're going to talk about this, and I want I'm going to call him the first LT. Maybe think about that as a website and put it the first LT. Is that we're talking about how can you get into a job. Now, if you really want to look at it, when I started what I'm talking about, jobs after the military, what you should do, vets buying homes. Okay, now let's get down to the nitty gritty of it. Is what are you looking to do in your military life or after the military? What are you looking to do? Because, see, I could talk to you about everything going 90, going south, or everything. But if it doesn't have to comply to where you want to go, I'm wasting your time and you won't be here on this channel. The thing is, while you're on that road traveling on what you need to do, just like my first lieutenant, we were talking about this, you're going to run across a bunch of, I'm trying to be respectful. You're going to run across a bunch of assholes who are fixated in just their ideology or their opinion. What we need to do is open up our minds to say, you know what? And this is why I volunteer to do things with veterans. Because you know what? I don't understand. I'm almost 60. My brother, the first LT, my other brother, who's and if we don't get him up tonight, we're gonna have him up tomorrow. I'm gonna stay up every night and at 7:30. I think, yeah, I don't have a life until we get all my brothers up here. We can talk, and it's not on them. It's on life, and it's on me. It's that I'm not programming this right. I am doing everything by myself, and I'm not looking to I want my brothers to give me themselves when they can give me themselves. And so, yeah, I know I need to but it's not about that. So what we're looking at is this. If you get out of the military, and this is why I want to have my first LT up here. If you get out of the military, you're looking for a federal, state, or government job. Do you know how to go about looking for those particular jobs? Do you know that each state, federal, and government job has 3 different applications that you need to go through? And it depends on if you're going for state, government, federal, what particular job that you're going through or going to look for. If you're going to go and go in law enforcement, you need to tell yourself it's going to take at least a year. Now, if you listen to my first LT Turner, he's telling you, look, I applied for this many jobs, and this is who I'm hearing back from. This is what I am experiencing, as far as a GS4 GS1 through 4, GS5 through 7, 9 through you people, my brothers and sisters. If you are in the military and you are active duty and you plan on getting out of the military, you don't want to do 20 years, then maybe you need to be thinking about how look, LT, how many you've been out for a minute. If you were put in for a job, how long would it take for you to get that job?
Roughly 4 months.
Beautiful. Okay, so for applying from the first point and then actually getting that job in a GS level,
4 to 6 months.
Right on. And that's with a degree, degrees. Okay. If you're coming out and you don't have the degrees, then let's talk about what it's going to take to get you to what that GS level is. And state it to him again, LT, is, if you're looking for a job in a GS level, what kind of, basically, because you said it right. NCO or enlisted as an officer, this is what you're looking at as far as a GS job.
I remember having a conversation with a guy. He was a enlisted kid, got out early. He was a specialist, kind of just wanted to do something else different. GS 1 through 3 is basically just service support jobs. Commonly speaking, when you have no degrees and you got out as a specialist, if you want to get in the GS system, especially if you want to get in without having to wait a whole year because of how stringent the process is, you're gonna probably get down to GS 1 or 2. No. Which unfortunately, that's just because a specialist is what an E3.
Oh yeah, specialist E4.
E4. Oh, E4. Okay, yeah, because it's
in the Army.
Private first class. Okay, and then specialist. Yeah. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
I can't guarantee what you'll get because the system is a living being, and
exactly.
And everybody kind of get But generally speaking, and especially if you're an E3 or an E4. And you got out with basically, you all thing you ever went through was what's it called for your MOS?
A basic training or
ATS.
Yeah,
you go to ATS, whatever it's called. If that's all experience you got, you're gonna get like a GS 1, 2, or 3. Not because they don't think you can do the job, but for example, I applied for a GS 11, but they're making me go to GS 9 in order to get the experience to get the GS 11 position. So that's just the way the system works.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you guys, and I'm gonna put this out for you because I'm gonna save everybody else the questions. Is that a lot of it is who you know, and what I mean by that is always from the ground coming up is who can help you with the application system, how to fill out the application right, how to apply that application to where you need it, and then if on top of that, and I'm gonna tell you this on the real, Bremerton, Washington, look it up. A lot of those people there are related who are into the place there. It's the same thing that comes with a lot of the government service jobs. And I would say this too, and it's not to put anybody on the spot. Post office. You have those things, but it's just what it is. And so the thing is, I would say, if you're out there, and I'm gonna say this, if you are out there and you are E1 to an E3 or E4, understand you need to get your foot in the door, and that is applying, doing what you need to do, and you're going to go through a lot of frustrations with that. I would say that as even as an NCO or even an officer, but you have a better chance because you're more educated. You have leadership positions. You have what a lot of these government positions are looking for. I don't know. And LT, if I was saying anything out of pocket, please tell me, because Yeah, no, because go ahead, please.
You know, and I got to where they're at the same way any other soldier would, through blood and tears and sweat. Same way any other soldier would get there. But my biggest thing is it's important for everybody in the armed service, no matter which one you're in, you got to plan ahead, and you also have to plan. I hate to say it, I kind of plan 10 steps ahead. I knew that my career was going to come to an end. I didn't expect it to come to an end in 4 years, which the benefit of ending in 4 years, I did my full contingent service. I got my disability and I got my GI Bill, you know, but my biggest thing is, you know, it's always important to have a plan. Don't just do things on spur of the moment, you know, especially if you're enlisted. You know, I think being enlisted is a blessing and a curse, because when you're enlisted, you won't have to go through a lot of things I had to go through.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just being real. Even though they say officers have it easier, we do, but we don't. Just like enlisted have it easier, but they do, but they don't. Especially when you're younger enlisted. But my advice would be, if you know you're not going to be in that uniform, if you know you're not going to be uniform for very long, plan ahead, and don't get out of the military until you have a plan. I don't care how annoying your NCOIC is. Deal with it. If he's a boss, he's your boss. Most bosses suck, so just deal with it. My biggest advice to people is, don't be the person where it's a task dealing with it. The only issue you want to have with the GS system is the resume. Don't be the person where you get out the military and you got to get stuff off your record. You get out the military and the only experience you got is basic training. Don't be that person. You know, everyone's circumstance is different. I'm not going to sit here. I'm not going to be ignorant. But generally speaking, stick it out as much as you can. Try to bang out as much time as you can, because that time, that like Seattle Black Vet was saying, that time rolls over to your TSP. Because trust and believe, man, Christ be willing, you're gonna get old one day. That time rolls over to your TSP, and on top of that, you're not the energy you got right now is not the energy you're gonna have at 45 years old. You know, don't make life harder for yourself by trying to live fast right now. Be patient.
There you go. And I'm just jump on back and piggyback with you first, LT, because let me tell you this. Everything he just said was 100%. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm a cat turning 60 years old, and everything I'm telling you, this young brother, is just, you know, I can't say nothing. Exactly what he's saying, and pretty much, get past your ego, get past your pride. When you come into, and I was talking to some young brothers from the who are coming into the USO, who are privates, E1s, and you know, these, you know, strappy young brothers, and I'm like, and when I say young brothers, I mean Caucasians, everybody. We are brothers in the military. I know we haven't experienced that. When back in my day, I didn't, but anyway, I digress. But just like the first LT said, and that is this: when you come into the military, you have to start planning from your future before you come into the military to when you want to come out of the military. I didn't do that, and I'm gonna tell you, it was, you know, I was ebb and flow. I went everywhere that I was going to be. I went hardcore for everything, but I didn't plan. My body was not able to jump out of planes, jump out of helicopters, do DI work from 4 o'clock in the morning to 11 o'clock at night. That was my only sleep I had for almost 4 months. But your body takes a toll with that. So if you do not plan when you come into the military, what you want to do on that, if you want to do a 20 years, or if you want to, if you say, I want to do my commission, or you want to do your enlistment and you want to get out, what are you doing with that education? And that's education mentally and spiritually and physically. If you are not getting into that, you have to pay attention, okay? So rock with that, and understand that is that when you get into the military, you're coming into there for an outcome, and sadly, don't come in an outcome to be on a negative part of the side there. Try to come in the outcome to where you're going to be beneficial for the rest of your life. Now, let me get to this. And LT, are you still there? You bounced out for a minute. Okay. But I'm gonna tell you this. My brother's back up. The thing is this, and I wanted to talk to you guys. That's why I showed you the USO and everything. But here we go. LT, let me see. You still back up here?
Yeah, my fault, folks. I'm actually
No worries.
taking care of some business, but I'm about to leave off. Thank you so much for bringing me up. By the way, I know I'm probably boring y'all with all my
No, you're not.
But,
no.
Look,
let me tell you this. Let me say this real quick. This brother's 2 hours ahead of me. I'm on the West Coast, and so I'm not trying to say all his information, but he takes his time to come in and actually educate us with the thing of as working with, and that's why if you look in here, I put jobs after the military. He's telling you what a GS job does. He's telling you what you need to have for an education to try to, and he's telling you where if you are just coming out of enlistment, this is where you're probably going to land in the GS stratosphere. And this is very important that you need to know. And so let me shut up. And LT, just
no, you good. You good. I was just gonna say,
stay there, Mandro. Mm-hmm.
I was just gonna say, I sent you my resume, and if you want to, if anybody wants to, if anybody if you want to just message you, they can take a look at it. But I've already have mine proofread.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I was not by any means the best federal resume writer, especially coming from my background. Because like I said, I was, when it came to my resumes, I was purely academia. Like I was not like a federal resume person. But but what I did was, now that I asked for help, I also I got mine proofread by people who are federal resume experts. So if what they can do is, if they can email you and you can, if you have my permission to look at my resume, I sent you a blank template, basically a blank template of mine without any of my personal information, anything like that. And what you can do is basically look through it. And that template so far has gotten me a lot of success on my job quest.
Right on. Well, I'm gonna keep that pretty much because I appreciate and respect a lot of what you you and I've been rocking together for a minute, and so I want to make sure if anybody wants to get in touch with you, I'm gonna send them your email and let them rock with you there, because I don't want, I don't want these cats out here. Jackie Sims is out. What's up, girl? But yeah, I don't want a lot of these cats out here because I've had some. Believe it or not, with 400 subs, I have been getting porn a lot, and I'm not gonna let these people come in here. But listen there, I want you to understand. This is my one. This is my dude who's been rocking with me for a minute. And this is I want you to give him, and I hope you don't mind, because I always say this is my first lieutenant, young brother who's moving forward, is trying to get himself in a better stratosphere, because he deserves it. And you guys understand, he deserves it. And this is why I appreciate him, because he came up, asked me questions, we got back with him. And he's saying, and I want you to understand, when this brother talks, he's not just talking about me. He goes onto Facebook. He's going onto other places looking for resumes to help him do better. But he's always rocking with trying to help do people better. And I'm going to tell you this too. I'm going to stand with this, touch with this brother, because not just because, but because we got some posers on Facebook who are popping bullshit. And we gotta deal with that. And this is my dude, Brian Turner. I'm gonna call it the first LT. This is my dude. And
I'll catch y'all later. I'm about to go settle in for the night. Thank y'all so much.
Thank you, brother. Say anything you want to say before you leave.
Nah, man. Just if y'all need any help, I'm easy to find, because if somebody helped me, I don't mind helping somebody else. I don't mind, because the thing is, as long as you come correct, I don't mind helping anybody. Because I was a young guy who, unfortunately, I had to run a lot of stuff on my own. And thankfully, my dad was in to kind of guide me a little bit. But it's never a bad thing to have a little bit more, never a bad thing to have a little bit more, have a, multiple say so to speak, But yeah, just hit me up, and I'll talk to you later, man.
I appreciate you, LT, and keep rocking. And hopefully, I can be in the paint with you and help you move forward. But I know you don't need all me, and I appreciate you, man. Much love to you, your dad, man. Thank you so much. All right, okay, that's my my man. You guys, I'm always blessed with beautiful people, and you guys are always doing good. Let me see. What was it, Jackie Bell? Davis also. Okay. I don't know what Jackie Simpson is talking about. But hey, Mandrell, what's up, man? You need to come up. Mandrell, come up. Because I did get your email. I did, but maybe it's just me just not doing it right. But please, brother, come up and just drop a second for me. And I know you're busy doing what you got to do. But let's paste this over here, my brother. Okay, so Mandrell's my dude. If I do not know you, you're gonna have to come up. Mandrell 100K. All right, here's my dude here. What's up, Drell? Let me see. Oh, good. Let me get up here. Drell, what's up with you?
Hey, what's going on, man? How's it going?
You, brother. How you been doing?
Been doing all right. Super busy.
Oh, I know it. So this is what I said, because when I was trying to copy your email last time, I think I screwed that up, and so I was like, okay, cool. So I want this is
there it is. It's in the back chat. It's in the private chat.
Okay, cool. I have to go over and check that out. Yeah, because you know me, Drell. You see me, I only show up every now and then and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us, because I want everybody to understand. Look here. I am the Seattle Black veteran. We talk about veteran things. Mandrell is my dude. He's a veteran. Just trying to move to another place and understand this. I tell a lot of people here, you're not going to come and blast on my company, and I'm not going to put all the information out in the front street. If they want to talk to you, they're going to talk to you. But what we talk about here is helping each other out. So, Drill, last time I talked to you, you moved. And how's the move?
I haven't moved yet. I'm going to move in the fall.
Oh, okay.
So,
cool.
That's in the fall. So, yeah.
Okay. Right on. So, give us a 411 on some information that, because tell everybody what your page is and tell everybody, what the 411 is, what we need to be paying attention to.
Well, you can find me on the Black Men Unfiltered Network every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time.
Right on.
8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, Wednesday nights. I do a show there with my sister as my co-host. It's called Unapologetic with Mandrell and Shushu. Shushu is the nickname of my little sister, right? So, yeah, we do that show. We talk about all kinds of things,
Beautiful. Drill, tell the people how they can get in touch with you.
Instagram. You can reach me at Mandrell_21 on Instagram.
Right on. And I'm gonna tell you, all my brothers and sisters here, Drell Drell. I know this brother from. How can I say this, Drell? Back in the day, I mean, because a lot of our cats, I don't know, because Drell, I got so many people on my channel, but when I actually finally come on, I don't see a lot of them no more. Is it just me, or is that because the Culture Kinetic, who else? I used to see you on the one channel a lot, and I haven't.
It was either probably the Black Men Unfiltered or Sir Hill Speaks.
Yeah, there we go. Sir Hill.
Yeah. Sir Hill Speaks. He's I don't know what he's doing. I know he does a show once a week at least. He does his Super Sunday show.
Yeah.
He used to do a morning show, but he's cut down on that.
Yeah. Because my brother here, I give him a lot of love because me and him went through the same kind of channels of things, and Drill, because you've been on for how long have you been on the network? And everybody wants you to pay attention to all the things he has behind him.
Yeah, I've been on Black Men Unfiltered Network for about a year now.
Yeah,
and it's been a blast. I've had a good time.
Yeah,
really good time with it, and learned a lot. And I'm gonna start my own YouTube channel here pretty soon. It's gonna be more about fitness and lifestyle and stuff like that. You know, and like I say, fitness is gonna be a big part of it. Nutrition is gonna be a big part of it. Also, quality of life, things you can do to increase your quality of life, stuff like that. It's gonna be so it's gonna be a lot of mental things, you know.
And it's mental, physical, and spiritual. I think that's what you're giving. And this young brother, and I always tell people this when they rock with my channel, as a Seattle Black veteran, is it doesn't make no sense if you're going to get all this your benefits, but you are not mentally or physically or spiritually able to, you know, you get all these benefits, but you're not alive to experience.
Right, you're not living.
Exactly.
You know, you're alive, but you're not living.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's crazy to think about that, but yeah, it's true. It's true. I mean, there are people who they're alive, but they're not living. They're not living a life, you know.
Oh, I'm 60 years old. I live in a downtown area, one of the highest buildings, but I see a lot of things that are, and it's just like, wow, I still have to fight with this. I stay in touch with city council, and I stay in touch with the police chiefs and all their people here, and the bureaucracy and all the politics about it. You got to have yourself mentally and spiritually and physically able to rock with this stuff and stay with the long term of getting these things completed, because it's not going to happen within 10 years of your life, unfortunately. Hopefully we can get it there, but I would tell you, I'm dealing with I see cats where I live now. They're straight up at the bus stop doing meth, straight bus stop shooting up, and you're like, okay. And so, you know, is it mental, spiritual, physical? But I don't want to get all the way out into that real quick, but I'm blessed to have my man Drill up here, because I'm gonna tell each and everyone, if you rock with this channel, or if you ever come to this channel, please check out my brother Mandrell. He's a young brother with super mental, spiritual, and physical abilities, and I would honestly say, man, I've been through a lot of stuff, but out of the years, because, you know, Mandrell's been rocking for a while. We see people come and go, but I have him on my my YouTube channel is Huey.
Because the avatar.
Yeah, that's my dude right there, because his brother thinks. He thinks.
Right.
Thinks. And he's a veteran too. Mandrell, let me ask you this real quick while I got you here. Last time I was talking to you, I was talking about, I know you're moving and a lot of things going on. We're talking about veterans getting retirement benefits. Were you able to look into that a little bit? Or, I mean, if you weren't, because I haven't.
So, yeah, some of the retirement, it's different. It's not like you get the whole thing. Like, yeah, you do. You get, so what they do is, depends on your percentage with your VA claim, right? Now, if you're like 100%, you get everything. You know what I'm saying? There's no limits. You get the full retirement, because you're gonna get the full pension anyway. But then they do something weird with the VA stuff where they offset it so you don't get too much money. I'm just like, wait a minute, One thing has nothing to do with the other. Yeah. What are you doing? You know?
Yeah.
But if you're 100%, bottom line is your goal is to get to 100%. And if you're still in, for the people who are still in, go to the doctor. Complain about everything.
Exactly.
Because once you get out, the guys in who with you in the army or the military, they're not going to be with you when you get out. Yeah. And the doctors only when you get out, those VA doctors, they're not going to care. Yeah. Well, I was going to go to the doctor, but my sergeant said I shouldn't go, so I ain't go. But it was hurting me then. Yeah. Hey, it ain't in your military medical records. We ain't got the paperwork, so. Yeah. And that's the way it's going to be. They're going to it's over. So no matter what they tell you, no matter how much harassment they give you, because people used to try to give me flack about going to the doctor when I was in. I'm like, I don't care. I don't care. It hurts.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm going to get it checked out.
Exactly.
So I would go and get it, and they get pissed off. They get pissed. I don't care.
Exactly. Let me tell you guys and girls, boys and ladies and gentlemen, if you ever if not heard of Mandrell's page, you see him on here now, you need to go and check out his page. Now, let me tell you, Mandrell is going to give you some real talk. I'm an older cat. He's going to give you from the younger Thundercat, and he's giving you 100. Need to stop in and check out this brother's page, because look, he doesn't just talk about the military stuff, but he's going to talk to you about some things that actually, to me, will lead you to the military stuff if you're not paying attention. And like he says, because look, let me tell you this. I stopped by the work resource, and I volunteer work for the USO, and I never ever been to the USO or anything like that. But see, what I'm telling you is I'm telling you some aftermath stuff. If you want to hear some real stuff that's going on in the real time, you need to check out Mandrell. If you see his page right now, I don't have monitors because I'm Mandrell. This is my thing, brother. I got a 90, like better 2, maybe almost 100 videos, but I don't really, unless it's really. I need to come and talk to people. I don't talk to people because I think that sometimes my thinking is probably not where. Let me just get real. I talked to a couple of cats, and they came off on me. Back in the day, when we first had our people who first started coming up, I had some people coming up, not like the Culture Clinic or not. When we talk as men and women. And this is what I have to say. So let me get to the bottom line of this. I'm sorry. When I ever listen to Mandrell talk, in whatever channel that Mandrell is on, we talk as people. We can agree to disagree, but we can agree. But we are entitled to our opinions. Mm-hmm. And I will tell you this. This brother Mandrell, just like Hugh is, he will hammer it to you, but he's giving you something that's, I think, that you just can't just get off of social media. You have to go and sit home and go, let me just meditate on this. Let me get this, right. See, because in the social media now, we'll go get some stuff and go, well, this person hurt my feelings or whatever. But when we talk the channels that Mandrell is on and what he does, it's something to meditate about. And to go, okay, right on. And then you can have a conversation with some people who have morals about talking, not ego about talking. And because Mandrell will say some things, and I listen to people, and it's like, boom, boom, boom. But I love all the conversation. And I will tell you this. And Mandrell, you have to forgive me for saying it. If this is my dude to pass shit on to, this is my dude. No, I'm telling you, on the internet, there's some beautiful women I run across, and I love them and everything. But my dudes, and that's why I was pissed off, because when I was trying to email you, I said, dude, I didn't get my brother's emails right, and so I had to get that right. But yeah, Mandrell, you got to get your channel up, and you got to get it popping. And let me say that because I know you got some people out here who want to say something, but no. What have you been up to, brother?
I've started an online fitness and nutrition coaching business.
Really?
Yeah, online fitness and nutrition. I give out advice. I make meal plans for you, workout routines. And it's personalized to you. Right. It's personalized to each and every individual person as an individual, because everyone has different dietary needs. Everyone has different, because some people are lactose intolerant, others are not. Some people have different allergies to certain foods, others do not. So the diet is personalized to that person. But at the same time, it's still meeting your daily caloric intake that you need to lose the weight that you want. Mm-hmm. And you don't have to give up flavorful food.
No,
you're not eating bland food. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it's not. Yeah. So I take all that into account, your medical history and everything like that, and I make a meal plan for you like that. Plus, the workout routines, they're personalized to you too.
Exactly.
So certain people can do certain exercises that other people can't. Yep. So I can't put exercises. If you have lower back issues, I'm not going to have you doing deadlifts
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It just
squats.
right. Like I'm not gonna have you doing squats either because they're you might be able to do squats again later on.
Yeah.
But first, let's get those quads and those hamstrings and those glutes
exactly
strong again, so that then you can. And then there are other exercises like the hyperextension. You can do that for the lower back.
Exactly.
That's just using body weight, but you're doing it for your lower back. And so once you can do that for like 6 weeks, 2 months, or whatever, or 3 months. Then if you're strong enough, try the squat, but try it with lighter weight and move up with weight with each set. And I'll give you instructions like how to do it like that. And like, depending on the package you get, you'll get a weekly check-in. Like if it's on the basic package, here's your meal plan, here's your working routine. Go off on your own to do, right? I mean, because weekly check-ins are Zoom calls. Like I'm meeting you face to face. I'm taking notes on your progress. I'm taking notes on how things make you feel.
Wow.
How the food makes you feel. Yeah. And I'm taking all the, so if I need to adjust your diet or adjust your workout routine, I do that on the fly. Get
out of here. You set up for that? Okay.
Everybody... Yeah, that's the service offer. Like now, granted, that ain't the basic one.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because that kind of that's time. You don't understand. That's lot of time to sit there and write a real nutrition plan for you.
Yeah.
Real nutrition plan, a real workout routine.
Yeah.
That's time consuming. Plus, I'm on here talking to you and other people too. Yeah, I have to be paid for the time. I would use all that money, spend all that money on the education. I spend all that time actually doing these exercises and working out.
Mm-hmm.
The time and efforts that we put into it. Yeah,
Yeah, this is my man Mandrell, and I want Mandrell. You sent it to me because I used to work out. And I was in Hollywood, and so you don't have to work out. And like he says, it's a DNA. Everybody's body is different. So you have to pay attention to your food intake. You have to pay attention to your workout. And it's you know what, Mandrell, let me ask you this, because I said this earlier today, and people are getting mad at me big time. Back just not recently, obesity was considered as a disease.
It's so not. It's just a lack of discipline, to be honest. And our food, the foods that we eat, are not helping. Like the foods we eat, junk food is addictive.
Yeah,
it is, and it's because of the massive amounts of sugar that we put into everything.
Yeah, I would say the same thing, because when I go to even if you go to low income neighborhoods, you can have some of these places that will serve you food that's not conducive to your better health of living. But look here, you guys check out my brother Mandrell, because I will tell you, he's I always say this with people, mind, body, and spirit. Those three things you try to need to keep to balance, and that is educating your mind, and it's not concentrating it with news channels or anything like that. It's concentrating your mind with things that are going to help you move to the next level. Now, let me tell you guys this real quick too, is that there's a thing called subtain, maintain, and growing things. So so we saw subtaining is just waking up and living. Maintaining is laundry, keeping your house clean, cutting your yard if you have a home. That's just maintaining. But we talk about moving to the next level of moving your brain to something. Are you putting something in your cranium structure that's going to educate your mind, body, and spirit? So we have to look at it as, if we're going to be reading things, or if we're going to be subjecting our mind to social media, what are we subjecting our mind to? And we have to go through a thing that's educating our mind, and it's not being flooded by a lot of garbage. And I know we'll get into another subject about that, but the thing is too is, are you walking? Are you working out? Are you lifting weights? Are you doing cardio? You have to understand what your body is about too. a lot of women get into cardio and slimming down, and some brothers get into lifting weights. We have to understand this too, as far as lifting weights and cardio is a thing that we need to be constantly on because your heart rate and your heartbeat kind of rocks with that as you're having a good cardio.
If there's any type of exercise that I'll put over the other, I say, unfortunately, because I don't like it either, cardio.
Yeah.
Everyone should be doing cardio, and everyone should be lifting weights no matter how old you are.
Yeah.
It increases bone density, muscle structure, muscle strength. Everyone should be lifting weights and doing cardio. You can break it up 3 days this week. Say this week, you go Monday through Friday. You lift weights Monday, Wednesday, Friday. You do cardio Tuesday and Thursday. Next week, you switch it up. You do cardio Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and lift weights Tuesdays and Thursdays. Tuesday and Thursday. And you switch it up week by week like that. You could do it like that. Yeah. Or keep it 3 days a week lifting weights and 2 days a week cardio. At least you're getting 2 days of cardio.
Yep.
At least you're getting 2 days of cardio in, you know? So, yeah. Also, to everyone else out there, if you're looking for your military medical records, go to TRICAREonline.com.
Thank you. Thank you. I was going to ask you about that.
Go to TRICAREonline.com. Start an account. Starting an account is free. In fact, everything is there is free. Everything we try just go to login. I don't have a login. Start one. Start one is free. I mean, you can look up the last installation that you were stationed at.
Yep.
And look for the hospital, the main hospital that was there. You can Google that if you don't remember it. But you can pull up your military medical records and look up your problem list. The problem list is a list of diagnoses that you receive while you're in the military. And that, my friend, is your golden ticket. If you were diagnosed with a condition while in the military, the VA cannot deny you. They can't, because that's irrefutable proof. It's the list of diagnoses in your military medical records. You can print those out from TRICARE Online. You can download them to your computer, and then if you file a claim, you can upload them to the website to fight while you're filing your claim. I'm telling you, what I did was I uploaded the whole records with them, and I also downloaded just the problem list by itself also, and I uploaded that as well. You know what I'm saying, from my military medical records, and that's how I won my last case. It got me over to the over the hump to 100. So do that. Go to TRICARE Online. You can Google it. Go to TRICAREonline.com. Start a free account. Get your military medical records. You can download them. You can print them. However you get them, and you don't have to go through like the VA or go through the military or whatever and wait 2 years to get a copy of your military medical records. No, you can just get them right here at home. Do that. It's a lifesaver. It's a game changer. I just wanted to say that out loud while it was on my mind. Sorry about that.
No, you were fine, brother. And I'm glad you were. And that's what I tell people when we come through my channel is that what you're telling people right now, I guarantee you, 8 out of 10 people have not even understood that, or have never been through it. And I will say this is why I got the channel started too, is because people who are African American or people of color are not getting this information. But then the thing is, and that's why I'm so glad you're here. Let me give some shout out to my girl, Shifting Soya Mona. What's up, girlfriend? Come on up in there if you want to come up in here. But you're right, brother, and that's what I started this channel because I wanted to tell people, like, look, man, I don't know everything, and you just told a lot of people a lot of things that I didn't know, and so, you know, and if you're going through it, that's what I tell people. You're going through it. You're letting people know what's going on. Hey, hold me down for one more second, brother. I got to run over here and grab the phone real quick. Can you hold me down, Montreal?
Yeah, I got you.
I appreciate you, brother.
All right.
And I apologize.
No problem. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, TRICARE Online. TRICARE Online. That website will change your life. That makes the difference. because what they're going to do is they're going to go through your military medical records. That's what they're going to go for first. It's difficult to win a case when you don't have it in your military medical records. That's why it's so important for you to go to the doctor whenever you have an issue. If you have a migraine headache, the VA would pay you 30% for if you max out at migraine headaches. Migraine headaches and the degree of the condition is what matters in the when it comes to filing the claim and getting your conditions rated. For example, if you tell the VA, I have migraine headaches, how often do you have them? Once a month. Once a month. How long do they last? Well, once they hit me, I can't really do anything. I have to lay down. I have to take medicine. Lay down. Excuse me. Lay down in a dark room. And cover my eyes. Okay, once a month, that ain't bad. They'll give you 10%. However, the conditions of getting it maxed out, the full 30% for your migraine headaches, is you're having 1 or 2 a week, or 2 or more a week, and they're debilitating, meaning you have to lay down in a dark room and cover your eyes and take medicine. So that's one thing. That'll max you out to 30%. So, and it all depends on what you tell the doctors. And nothing you tell the VA is going to affect you outside the VA. It's not going to affect your job. It's not going to affect what happens to you at all in any way outside of the VA, at all. So if you're working, you can go to the VA and say, I'm not working, but yet you got a full-time job. People do this all the time. And it's not fraud. You're not frauding anybody.
Exactly.
You're not frauding any, like it's not fraud at all.
Exactly.
Because they don't know, and they're not going to investigate. They don't hire people to investigate. You could have just gotten that job. They don't know. That's the thing. They only know what you tell them, and that's as far as they're going to take it. Hey, whatever the veteran comes in here and tells me, that's what's going on this paper. That's what I'm going by. That's it. They're trying to get you in and out of there as fast as they can. They don't care if your story is true. They don't, and I think a lot of people are afraid of that too. I'm like, they don't care if your story is true or not. They're just gonna go by what you tell them.
That's so fucking true.
They just want you out of their face because they got you and 10,000 other people to see. You know what I'm saying? They're too backed up and busy to care. And with all the heat that the VA's been under over the years, they don't want any more. They don't want you to go to the press. They don't want that.
And I'll give you guys some other real talk on that. Is that I just came back today, and I went to the Work Resource Center. I always tell you guys, please check out the Work Resource Center. Now, I'm going there looking for because I had a person that was talking to me about Social Security. And just like Mandrell was telling you, you have to, what we're trying to tell you this is you have to understand, what are you looking to do? What are you looking to accomplish throughout this? Because our travel is not the same, but it is actually the same. And you have to understand, okay, what am I looking for? What I'm looking to do. I talked with the VA today. Look, Seattle Black Veterans, I'm going on 60 this year. So I'm looking at my Social Security. Now, if you're a 100% disabled veteran and you get Social Security, you're clocking almost about $5,000 a month. All right. Mandrell and I were talking about this because he's moving to a different state, and we were talking about retirement. And then we were talking about benefits for if you're trying to do real estate or whatever in that state that you're living in. Now, I live in Washington State. You will not get 100% tax-free for your property. You get 100% tax-free for any your tax that you pay in your car. I was talking to my dear friend Vanessa Kitty. In another couple of states, I don't know if it was Vanessa was telling me, somebody else was telling me, you can get both of your cars tax exempt. All right. So the thing is, when you rock into your state, is understanding what your benefits are. Now, look, I could probably tell you something and you go, well, you didn't tell me that 100% true. I'm not going to tell you. I'm telling you where I'm coming from, and I want you to look into your particular place where you are living in order to understand what you are dealing with. Because go ahead, Joe.
Because like in states like Alabama, Texas, Hawaii, there's a few other states where you don't pay property taxes if you're 100%.
Exactly.
You know,
yeah.
You don't pay property taxes, so that's a good one.
And I'm going to look into this because I was looking into today. I'm going to find out if you got out early, and you got out early because of disability. What does it mean towards your retirement? And I would say this for a lot of people here. Okay, that means we're going to domesticate. It depends on your Social Security amount. Yes, and it depends on the year that you and if you're looking at it, because like right now, and I'll give you the full 401. Mine is going to be probably Social Security about $2,000 a month, $1,700 to $2,000. Okay, now depending on where you are. Now this is what I would say. A lot of people won't give you the full 411, and they should not give you the full 411 of what they're going through, because the thing is, we are here to help and just tell you what we are experiencing going through, but we're not going to put our lives on the line because you're not willing to go through what you need to go through. You need to go through it. I mean, look, Mandra, we can say this. I mean, a lot of times you spend the time online, and I'll say this for Nessa Kitty too. How many people want you to take them by their hand and walk you through the whole shit?
Almost everybody. Jesus.
Yeah. And I tell people this. If that's what you want, then you're paying me to be a consultant. But I'm not, you know, and you know, we see a lot of cats online, and I'm not gonna bless them. They would charge you $300 to $400, $500 to be a consultant. So if you're not willing to pay look, let's break it down like this. If you go to a Home Depot, you go to the plumbing section. Do you expect that person at Home Depot to know everything about plumbing? No, because that person is not getting paid plumbing prices to know all that shit that you need to know about plumbing. That's why you pay a plumber for that, because he's going to charge you all that money. And so the thing is, if you really want to know something, know where you want to go, know what you're asking for, and then listen. Myself, Mondrell, Vanessa, Kitty, all my people, we never will have the 100% answer for you, but we are giving you us. And if you can't take it to move you to another level, then you're not really trying to move to another level. We you know, look, Mondrell, Vanessa, Kitty, myself, we are going through stuff, and we have been traveling through stuff. We're giving you knowledge through stuff. So hopefully you can grasp on that and keep it pushing for yourself. But if you're expecting Mondrell, myself, anybody else to walk you by hand in hand to go through that shit, you're paying consultant prices. All right. It's your job to pay a fucking attention. Pardon my vernacular.
Not a problem. I mean, hey, I mean, things you're absolutely right. Like people ask me, like, so how much do you charge? I'm like, well, for this package, it's going to be this. Now, my first 50 clients is going to get this lower price of this. That's too expensive. My price is my price.
Yep. Hey.
My price is my price.
That's it. Because
you know what I'm saying? So my price is my price.
That's it. And if you don't want that, pay attention, because look, I've had cats talk to me today about Camp Lejeune, all these things here. And let me tell you, so I went to Work Resource. An older white cat, my Caucasian brother, walks in and he goes, I just left from the VA hospital. They told me to come down to see you guys, and you guys are supposed to help me with filling out this application and submitting it for the Camp Lejeune issues. Now, let me back up a little bit. If you ever call the VA hospital, and if you have not, Call them within your area, the VA hospital, and they will say, well, if you have this Camp Lejeune problems or the PACBAC problems, then this is who you need to contact. Okay. So this guy sitting here in the work resource. Now, I have to tell you guys, I always talk to you about the work resource. And he says, the hospital sent me down to you guys. They go, well, we don't know why they sent you to us, because you should be over there following the information. They say, we can help you fill out the application, but we can't help you submit it. You need to go back to the VA hospital. All right. So now, this is real talk. All right. Now, what do you need to do is not, I cannot tell you that. I can tell you exactly what I experienced and seen today. Let me see what Vanessa Kitty say. I filled out a review for the U.S. Air Force for Rutgers 1994. Okay. But I need you guys to understand this. If you are situated by a VA hospital, don't go to the work resource. Go to the VA hospital. And I would say this. This person, I was listening to them. This is an elderly Caucasian brother. And I probably figured he was probably an officer. But he said, now this is real talk. He goes, he's sitting in the work resource, and he goes, the lady comes out and she goes, well, why did they send you to us? He said, well, I was just at the VA hospital. They sent me to you. He goes, no. She goes, only thing we can do here is help you fill out the application, but we cannot help you submit it. You have to go to the VA hospital. And he goes, well, I was there. They sent me to you guys. You hear what I'm saying? You know,
I know what you're talking about. That happens.
Yeah. And so he goes, they said, well, we're sending you back up to them. He goes, well, you saw this. And what's really interesting is the VA hospital will not go, PACBAC, we're going to help you. You have to go to these other little catacombs that's into there, but you go to the VA records. And you go to the VA records at the VA hospital. And now I know some of this because, like, I live in Seattle, and it was really interesting. One of the major hospitals in downtown Seattle, but we don't have a lot of people who are veterans. We have them more in Tacoma, which is south of here. So I'm telling you guys this. Even Mandrell, please, brother, hit me with your email, because I try to hit you with my email and it says, nope, wrong guy. You can't get it. And it didn't get me through. And that was just probably my fault.
Well, I mean, like I said, it's in your private chat here.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
You see it
yeah, I see it. Yeah, I got you. Right on.
Okay. Yeah, just copy it down or
whatever. Oh, cool in the gang. Got you. Big time.
Yeah.
Okay, right on. Yeah. And so I will tell you this, and I'm gonna tell you guys this. On the Seattle Black Veterans page, one of the most true brothers and true sisters I've talked to on my page, and it's not to disrespect anybody else, Mandrell, Vanessa Kitty, I got my guy Brian Taylor, I got all you guys. Mandrell, let me ask you this, because I always want to call you guys by your rank. Is that cool?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what's your rank? I'm gonna call you Sergeant Mandrell.
There you go.
Okay, cool. But I want everybody, because when they come up here, I want people to understand that we have different people from different ranks. But the thing is, you have the knowledge, regardless of what your rank is. And that's what I think I really appreciate and respect a lot. And so, Drell, last time we talked, we were talking about retirement. Miss Kitty's okay, Sergeant. Senior. What we call? Come on. Staff Sergeant. She's in the Air Force. Drell, you were in the what?
I was in the Army.
Oh, right on, man. Right on, Sergeant Drell. Okay, so you Sergeant Drell to me, as far as I'm concerned. Even if I'm lower in that rank, you let me know. But I got colonels, lieutenants, and everybody as it comes through here every now and then. But Drell, we were talking about retirement, and and I know you were moving, and I was talking about retirements as far as, you know, if you got out on disability and you got off on disabilities earlier before 20 years. My understanding is that now that I'm 100, is that you can still apply for a retirement. I don't want to put anybody in your rank, your disability level out there or anything like that. Let me ask you. God, I don't even know what to ask you. As I'm my mind so dealing with things as far as I know because where you're moving to, and I'm not saying this because I wanted to move to where you're moving to, because I'm gonna get 100%, you know,
Texas.
Yeah, okay, yeah,
Gotcha.
Yeah, but it's a lot of stuff that's going on in Texas that I don't even rock with. But I know if I roll down there now, and let me ask you this. Okay, let me get this straight. Man, I don't even know, because without getting too much in your personal business, it's like, where are you going with your disability right now? And
I'm PNT, 100% PNT.
Get out, right on. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
cool.
I mean, I ain't going nowhere with it. I'm done. I'm finished.
That's it. Okay, so let me ask you this. Let me ask you. Okay. I do, because I'm the same with him as well. Okay. So this is, are you going to move in Texas? He's in Texas. He's rolling. He's rocking there. Well, I didn't want to say it because it's not my business. I mean, because when this brother talks to me, I'm cool with it. When everybody talks to me, I'm cool with it. So let me ask you this. So, because 100%. Are you dealing with the VNRE situation? I mean, this the vocational rehab and employment, where you can.
I've dealt with them before, yeah.
Okay,
but you know, nothing serious.
Okay, cool. Because right now they're talking about moving me. I live in Washington State, and they're talking about, well, we can move you. I'm gonna go probably to Arizona and do a 9-month class. Through that, and with the VNRE is that they won't pay for you to move. I got a lease where I'm here now. They'll pay for me to have a class down in Arizona for the next 9 months, if I'm really ready to roll with that. So I have to kind of keep my lease here. They'll pay for everything down there, and I can move down there. I didn't know this. How the VNRE can work with you as far as moving. Also, let me ask you, what is your let's talk about, because you're my one good brother. What is your main concern about right now? I'm dealing with the veterans or disability.
My number one,
what has been you found that's been the most confusing thing? Let me get everybody right. The most confusing thing with dealing with being 100% veteran or just being a veteran, the benefits. Are you aware of all the benefits that you're entitled to? How do you go about that? I mean, have you been finding? The reason why I asked you that, because I am going to talk about my retirement benefits. And so,
yeah, well, the biggest confusing thing is finding out what all you're entitled to, and the good news is now, because of YouTube and how popular YouTube is,
yeah,
there's tons of channels you can find things out. Now,
exactly.
I mean, even Combat Craig has decent information.
I feel bad because I was calling him a dick with you on the last thing. And
don't feel bad. I feel the same way about him. He's a dick.
I know
he is. I mean, it's a fact. Guy's a jerk.
Well, the reason why I would say, and I want, you know, and this isn't the record straight, is because I know some people listen to my channel, and I'm just like, you know what, we got 400 subs, and these guys got like 1 million or whatever, and I know they listen to my channel because some of the things that I say, because for me, I will tell you guys 100%. I am 100% disabled veteran, and I suffer because of major depression disorder and PTSD, neuropathy, all this other bull that I don't even want to put up with. And people go, well, you shouldn't tell people that. I'm like, well, I don't give two damns about it, because one is that I'm 60 years old. Who the fuck should I be trying to impress?
Right.
you know, and then the thing is too is that let me tell you this. I tell everybody a reason why I came onto this channel is because nobody was able to talk to me about these issues. And that's why I say I think Mandrell will carry this to another level even when I'm gone. Is that these issues need to be discussed because there's a lot of people of color who have no idea about their benefits. And we need to, you know, as far as I'm concerned, I went from 1987 to 2019 before I got to 100. Come to find out that I was a person that was convicted or evicted with this thing that Yale University knows about. And they did a research on this, is that we were getting not asked on the redlining or the when you came out of World War I, World War II, and we were not able to get property, is that we were denied all. Look, from 1987 to 2019, and they say, "Oh, we apologize. We owe you this money." But the thing is, they don't pay for pain and suffering. When you go through all this pain and suffering, this we say about owning a home or all that. I can get into it, but I don't want to be an old man ranting. So this is why I say, my brother Mandrell, if you guys haven't paid attention to this brother, get on board with him and listen to him, because he's not just talking about military things. He's talking about things that are life things that are, and what I feel that's very things that need to be addressed. And I appreciate you, Mandrell. And
no problem.
And I thank God you're a veteran. So let me get back, and I digress. So, what did you when you talk about retirement? And when I talk about this is, if you are a veteran who had to get early retirement because you were disabled and you got out, are you eligible for getting a retirement pay after 20 years or 60 years old? What age is it? So I'm asking everybody, so you got to be paying attention. What age is it that you can get retirement if you got early retirement because of disability? And then what percentage disability do you have to be at to be at? Pardon me, my dad doesn't like me. To be when you say you want to get retirement, because this is what I would say to each and every one of you. I want you to understand this. When you get to 60 years old, you need every bar stool has at least 3 legs. And we talk about 4 legs. And what we're talking about is retirement, your investments. Those are the basic things. If you're doing disability, that's going to be 3 legs into there. But you need to focus on at least 3 to 4 legs to support you when you retire, because this is the thing that you really have to look at. Medical, and we're talking about is, if something happens to you, you have to go to the hospital. Can you afford it? We're talking about dental. We're talking about vision. All right. And we're talking medications. You see those 4 things. Okay. So if we have to deal with those 4 things, how are we going to take care of that? And so we're looking at, if you're doing your investments, your 401ks, because the only people who are giving you a 20-year retirement is the government. You feel me? There's no other place that's going to say, give us 20 years and you can retire, and we're going to put you on that, because a lot of these businesses will probably not be floating. I mean, and what we say is this: McDonald's been around for long time. What other fast food restaurant has been around for that long? And it's not to say that we're looking at this as far as, I'm not. Unless you're a CEO of a corporation, you can retire and get that $2 billion or $200 million thing. If you're going to be working, and we're talking blue collar workers, how long you have to work to get and so you will not get a retirement. You're going to have to put it on your 401k, and you're going to have to look at, and which is sad, is that what are these entities are going to offer us as 20 years later that we can guarantee our money that's going to come. So I do a couple investments. And I'll talk to you about this. I talked to you guys about that before, but I am not an investment guru. I lost a gang of money. So when we're looking at this, what are your 4 legs of retirement that you're going to be looking at? And this is what a lot of people are not looking at. And so investments, hopefully our 401ks, but we have to look at our 401ks versus our Roth, and we have to look at what is taking tax money out of our the bottom line whenever we get there. Okay. Now, if you are a veteran and you are getting disability pay that's guaranteed for the rest of your life. All right. And this is why I say this is how can we maximize our disabilities, and how can we maximize, and my brother Joe's moving to Texas. So we have to go to the assessor's office and say, here is my DD 214. Here is my someone will ask you for you can go on to va.gov and it can give you your disability rating along with your pay. Now, when you go into dav.gov, you can get the pay without, you can specify what information you want to be put out there. Okay. But when you are a veteran and you're getting this disability pay, I want you to maximize that, because look, you can still, I mean, the average person is probably getting paid about $40,000 a year for what they are making. You can get that if you're 100% disabled veteran without working and without no tax deductions from that. But that's not your thing to relax on that and sleep on that. The thing is, how can I move forward to getting better? Now, look, if you're a disabled veteran and you're still able to work, we're not talking about individual unemployable. My brother Mandrell, we want to maximize his disabilities. And so we have to look at how we can do that. So this is the thing. If you're going to, like for me, I can't stand on my feet for so long, and I can't sit for so long in this about a bitch. So I can't go and go, well, you know what? I'm doing a walking security guard job for 8 hours, but my disability says I can't stand for over 4 hours. So it's going to fuck us up with dealing with that when we talk about receipts. So we have to look at that. And so the thing is, even though, and I want Vanessa Kitty to get in here, even though I want us to think about this. It doesn't matter if you have to get out of the military on a disability rating, you may still be qualified for retirement. And the thing is, if you get on a disability rating, go and get that government job and stack up, because we're looking at your maximum of 36 months of what your top pay is. And so your maximum of 36 months of your top pay is where your retirement's going to be based off of, right? So even if you were in the military and you were E1, E2, you weren't getting that pay, but you got out of the government and you're working and you're getting paid $30 an hour working with the government, this is where your retirement's going to be based off of. And we have to look at too of what's your disability. Now, let me actually tell you guys this. If you're going to go apply for Social Security, and you say, well, man, Social Security can get you paid up to maybe $1,700 to $2,000 a month. All right. So let me tell you guys this. You're going to be mad at me. Is this. You can still go work and work the maximum money your ass off until your Social Security kicks in. All right. And then when Social Security kicks in, then you can't go make that maximum money. You're going to be limited to how much you can make if you're on Social Security. That's the same thing if you do with the disability for the government. So we call it permanent total IU, PEIU, and that's total permanent individual unemployment. Now, you don't want that. You don't want individual unemployment because that means that you definitely cannot work. What you would like to have is total permanent. And that's total permanent. For me, I'm over 55, so I'm locked into this. I'm done with it. You don't want to play with that. Once you get it, total permanent, get the total permanent, and still go work. And
yeah, that's what I got. I got the permanent and total status.
That's my man.
Yeah, PNT status. Well, listen, I gotta head out of here. I gotta get up in the morning.
My man, Drill.
Gotta get right back at it, huh?
I appreciate you, my brother, and I'm glad you kicked me that, and I would definitely get with you. Once again, I want everybody to know this is my brother Mandrell. Known him from God bless it. It's been a minute, over a year. In this YouTube street, that's saying a lot. Andrell, tell everybody who you are, what you're about, and we'll sign you off, brother. I'm
Mandrell 211. Again, you can find me on the Black Man Unfiltered Network right here on YouTube. My sister and I do a show every Wednesday night at 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. It's called Unapologetic with Mandrell and Shushu. There you go. Right. Catch us there. All right. Thanks for having me.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate you. Always good. Right. And you take great care, brother. I look forward to seeing you. Take care.
All right. Later.
Later, brother. That is my man, Mandrell. Anybody else who wants to come up, I'm going to kick you up. Moni, where you at, girl? Why haven't you came up? Let me see. I'll kick you over here. Moni, why aren't you here? Okay, so I really want to a couple of my brothers they came up, and I know they're on the East Coast time, and that is my brother first LT, Mr. Turner, and his dad E9 in the Navy. And so we just want to kick it out to all of you guys there. And there she is. Where you been, girl? Look at Moni's gonna give me some problems. So I mean, she's my baby girl. I love her very much. Here she goes. And look here. This is my girl Sifting Some Soil. I'm gonna give you a prerequisite. Sifting Some Soil. She does a lot with let me say this. Hey, I'm gonna say this. She does a lot with herbal, and because she's a girl from down the south, and she does a lot with herbal, and she's always a bomb. Let me kick up here. Mona is in the house. What's up with you, dear heart? I miss you. How's my baby?
I haven't been well.
What?
No, I'm sick, man.
What are you sick with?
I don't know.
What, you have that cough?
No, it ain't nothing like that. It's something with my stomach. They're gonna have to go in there and find out what's going on in my stomach. It's like my stomach hurts, it's swollen, my feet is swollen. It's like it's hard. Is when I walk from one room to the next, my breathing is not correct.
Oh, baby girl.
So yeah.
So you going to the doctor tomorrow?
Nah, man. You know the VA ain't good. We dealing with the VA.
No,
I don't get to go and see the doctor until May 1st.
No, if you feeling bad, go to the emergency room.
Man, every time I talk to you about when I go to the emergency, I'm still sick from the last time I went to the emergency room.
Oh God. Really?
Yes.
Hold up.
It's crazy. This shit is crazy.
I'm trying to figure this out. I mean, because, there's a certain situation, when they always ask you, how do you feel from 1 to 10? How do you feel?
A 7 right now.
So that's what we need to be going to. I go over here. They tell me go,
straight to 10.
Well, Daddy go straight to the emergency room. And I'm like,
well, being that the last time I went and they told me I had the flu, and let me go home without an antibiotic, I don't need to go back to them.
Moni, you say this, and I bet I gotta call you because I don't want nobody calling my girl Mona unless they know you. You my girl. But you know what? It's kind of a shit.
Yeah,
I've been hearing this more frequently than anything else. And you know, damn, I hate to hear this. I don't even know how to address it. You know?
It's hard to address. Everybody's been trying to address, and I've been doing everything I can to just deal with the situation.
Deal with the pain and the suffering.
Exactly. And so I'm listening to my guy here, and I'm like, you know, I do have the stuff, but I don't have the full disability. I only have 80%. And I'm wondering, should I go for the 100? With this, what's going on with me right now, this should carry me.
Let me ask you, because and if you listen to my boy, my man Mandrell, but please, you know how I rock on my channel is that I don't know everything. And the thing is, you know, we are YouTube and we have to find out, you know, what's the best for us. But I'm thinking that, and this is me thinking, yeah, I don't know how the fuck that works out. But my thing is shit. Okay, so what we do is get receipts. I want to go to, for me. Okay, so this is, I mean, Washington State is a whole total different fucking beast. These cats up here, you know, they don't play. They take care of their veterans. If I go to the, I went to the, okay, so this is what happened. I was taking medication. I have acid reflux, and this shit was fucking killing me. I mean, I was flying to other places, and I was buying like $40 worth of medication just to take it, and I still wasn't feeling it. And so when I got home, I said, I need to see this doctor.
That's why I didn't come up. I was waiting on a phone call.
Oh, you want to get that?
Yeah, I do need to get it.
Just put me on pause if you don't want. You know, you'll holler back.
Okay.
I'm gonna finish this up. Love you, dear heart. We'll talk to you in a minute. All right. So when I talk to my baby girl here, and Mona's been my partner. When I came back and I went to Seattle, Washington, and I went to the VA there, I was like, you know, look. I mean, literally, I got the receipts to show you guys. I was sitting here and was asking these guys for, I wanted to see these guys so I can get this. I mean, acid reflux, look here. Let me I can't pull my camera down. I'm trying to pull my mic down. It's right. You know, you guys know what it is. So when I got back to the VA, they said, well, you're going to have to go to the emergency room. Okay, so I'm thinking, cool, you know, right? Go to the emergency room. Let me tell you guys, going to the emergency room is nothing fun. Going to the emergency room is, you know, especially this is right when COVID was about to start. Nothing fun. So if you go to the emergency room, if you're at the VA, let me tell you this. Back when I had 10% way back in the day, if you didn't have that percentage, you weren't being seen. But they started paying attention to that. Okay. Now, let me tell you guys and girls this. All right. If you are experiencing some problems, I don't know what state that you are in, and hopefully the states will be, but I would tell you, get back with me and let me know what these issues that you are experiencing, because in California, and I'm not going to mention that particular hospital, but they sucked. They were the most terrible people to try to get help from. All right. When I came to Washington State, my doctors are on point. Okay, now they're not going to be flowing about this bullshit. If you're having some issues, we're going to have to confront these issues, and we have to deal with these issues. So, but this is what I'm saying. This is why I like to have each and every one of you come up and tell me what you're experiencing in your different spaces, because the Seattle Black veteran, just like as everybody else, I can get tunnel vision and go, this is the shit that I'm dealing with, and I think that's it, but it's not it. And this is why I don't want it to be about just, it's about us.
Right.
Mona, what's up, baby?
Man, it's all good.
Okay, so talk to me. This is what I want to ask you. And this is why, if you just heard me a minute ago, I tell people, I'm experiencing stuff, how I'm going through it. And so, but let's just back up to this. And if you don't mind sharing, are you okay with when you got your phone call?
Yeah, I'm finished.
You cool?
Yeah, cool.
All right. I don't want that. Like I said, I'm not ever putting your business out in the street, but you know that I care about you, and I'm gonna ask more than just the shit that I'm concerned about.
Here we go.
Here you go. No, because I said this a minute ago. I was like, every time, when I started the Seattle Black Veteran page up, you will see it from my first video to what it is now, and it is. I didn't, and I tell people now, I'm really focused on what have been through.
Right, where you can get.
Yeah, and I haven't been, paying attention to what. And this is why when you and I talk, okay, before I say this, I want you to understand this is the Shifting Some Soil, her beautiful page. She's into some more ground earth things. I'm gonna tell you this. When I mean ground earth things, is that when you start moving up to the north of California, the north of the South, you start getting focused on some other stuff. But this is a woman who would talk to you about quilting some quilts or making some quilts. Yeah, crocheting. She will talk to you about cooking some. Oh, good. If you guys haven't checked her page out when she was cooking her pies, oh God, I'm gonna tell you. This is one thing I do miss is when her. And let me ask you this too. What happened? Where's my boy Michael?
I was just talking to him a couple hours ago.
You know I was going with that because you better tell him, you and him and I, we got to stay in touch.
Of course.
I still got some of his herbal stuff that he sent me. And
yeah.
Oh, good Lord, I'm blessed with it. This brother, Michael Foreman, is 100%. This is my dude. And I haven't seen him. A lot of the cats, you know what?
I just met him in Savannah. At the meetup.
How was it?
The meetup, and I did too, and we got a chance to meet each other face to face.
How was it?
It was beautiful. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Girl. I'm gonna tell you, this is my girl Mona. Well, no, you can't call her Mona. You better call her Sister Soil unless you know her. And I ain't playing it because it's my girl. But because I was thinking about him. I was sitting here, and let me tell you, I want everybody to know. Okay, you're on the Seattle Black Veterans page. I suffer from major depression disorder and PTSD and a lot of other crap, and I don't let people in my bubble. Hey, what's up, man? You got to give this brother some shout out.
Hey, J3.
Hey, what's up? Good to see you, man. But it's only very few people in my bubble, and I will tell you this, Mona. I gotta stop calling you because I don't want people calling you my baby's name. You're gonna call her something. So, but that's my girl, and you, Michael Foreman, you my family, and and you know me because look, I'm gonna tell you how serious this is. When I first came up on here, I was like maybe 100 and some subs. I bet Sister Soil, she's probably about 50 something subs. She got more subs than I do, and she deserves it. That's my girl. She deserves it. And the reason why I don't come up a lot is because I unless I have something to say, I'm like my girl Sister Soil said, is that what's that, baby?
I'm trying to see. Say he rolled over and look what he see.
Keep me on point with that, sweetheart. But we rock because we are family, and the thing is, and that's why, and I think Monica said it better than I do, is and Michael Farmer. What's my girl's name? God bless it. Luscious.
Luscious.
Yeah. Have you been?
Yeah. She just did a video this morning.
Get out of here! Oh,
yeah. She done lost a lot of weight.
She was trying to, but
lost 65 pounds.
Get out! What is she trying to do? That I'm gonna have to get in touch.
Yep, she stopped eating meat.
Really? And see, yeah, I'm chicken, and you know, a lot of my friends swear I'm on crack, because I don't eat beef, pork, or I only eat chicken every now and then, and I have big bowls of salad. But I'm learning from. I want to let you guys know, if you see my girl shifting to soil on here. She was one of the most persons who helped me, try to get back to organic and try to live.
Because with this issue I got going on, I'm gonna have to change. I did back up a little bit off so much meat, but meat is my downfall. So
talk to if you don't want to, but if you because if you don't, you hit me in a private chat, because I'm gonna give you my phone number.
Okay.
In a private chat, or hit me on my email.
Okay.
It's going across.
Yeah, I got your email.
Yeah. So, because I want to, because honestly, I'm gonna tell you, I told people, I don't know what you think. I'm gonna come fly down there to you, because I know you guys are gonna be getting some serious ass heat.
Not lately. It's pouring down, raining right now, thundering and lightning, and finally we haven't had no rain in a while. But I think it's supposed to get like the 82 tomorrow. Then after that, it's supposed to run in the 70s for a week.
And it's not summer yet, though. That's what's yeah.
You say it's not summer yet. No, we getting ready. We trying to get ready, to do our thing.
Well, my mom just came down there, just came back, matter of fact, 3 days or 4 days ago from Port Orford.
Okay, that's just up the street.
Yeah, and it's like everybody's telling her, like, damn, it's nice weather, it's warm. I'm like, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
All right, well, we're gonna hang us honestly, because I'm probably gonna be going to school out of the state, and I got to transfer to either Arizona, and
how long is the class?
9 months.
Okay.
Yeah. And so I got to rock with that, and I got my little new dude here. Yeah, I have never been a cat person. I got one cat.
You got your cat?
I got a cat now. This little motherfucker, he's cool. He's cool with the gang. He's a pain in the ass, but he's cool with the gang. But my thing is, I'm trying to rock. And honestly, you know what, Monty? I gotta talk to you when you call me. I don't rock with a lot of people. I don't.
Right.
Yeah, and and I'm blessed to have you. So let me ask you, what have you been up to? How's the knitting? Oh, let me ask you this. Hold up.
I'm still working on this blanket.
But we're talking about your health.
We getting there.
All right, baby.
I'm just taking it one day at a time. People come over, make sure I'm okay. I just have to take it one day at a time. I just, I don't move fast.
Yeah, I hear you.
I'm okay when I'm sitting down. I'm okay when I'm laying down. Mm-hmm. I have problems when I walk.
Oh yeah, you get. Well, I just say this. You're getting old. You're getting like me. No, but I'll whoop your ass. Yeah, I hear you. No. Don't settle for that bullshit either.
I'm getting old.
Oh no. You're getting. Let me tell you this.
Yeah.
I was gonna put this up on my page. I put it up on my Facebook page. And it was like, it was telling us stuff, but we want to put you in a positive mind, because I think this is always the best of blessings, to put you in a positive mind. Mm-hmm. So the thing is, even though you experience what you're experiencing, always.
I'm living, baby. I'm living. I ain't letting it stop. I just came from Savannah.
That's
in the way I'm feeling now. I still went to Savannah.
Right on. So
I'm not gonna let nothing stop me. I'm still gonna do stuff. I might have to take, walk, and I might end up with a cane or whatever, but I'm still gonna do. I'm not gonna stop. I'm not gonna stop.
This is my man. Let's be giving up to you guys, giving you love. Yeah, and exactly. And so you know what though, Mona? You're gonna really make me fly down there, and we're gonna have to kick it.
Man, look, I done told you to come on.
I'm slipping like a bad transmission over here. Because I just moved into the spot here, and just me moving into the spot took me 4 months to get into the spot, and then they want to send me to school down in Arizona, and
so that means you got to find a place to stay there and all that, right?
Keep my lease up here, and they're gonna pay for me to be down there for 9 months. But I have my cat now, and so
what you gonna do with that?
Yeah, I know it, and that's my dude. It's like if I was kicking it with you, I'd be cool, but that's my dude up here. I don't really fuck with a lot of people up here, and people are gonna be on my page going, really, but no. The thing is, Mona, is that a lot of people don't realize, it's not hard being real,
right?
I'm almost 60 years old. Where the fuck am I?
Yeah, we're about the same age.
Yeah, see, that's why I need to kick it with you. So I gotta, you know what? So, Mona, I think I got your email.
Yeah,
so I'm gonna kick you my phone number by the end of this week.
Okay.
And we're gonna wrap. It's gonna be some people hating, pissing off.
Well, I've been telling you to come on.
I know it, but you know what? We always make excuses for all the bullshit that we go through, but that's just what it is. I was talking with some people today, and they were beautiful people, and you know how it is, Moni. When's the last time you traveled anywhere? Thank you.
Last month.
When?
Was it last month?
Where'd you go?
Savannah, Georgia. I just told you I met Micro.
Girlfriend, you didn't go far. I'm looking you going out of state or out of the country.
That was out of state. That was over there in Georgia. I'm in Texas. I've never been to Georgia.
Now, I'm going to let you guys know this. If you ever listen to this message here, unless you know what you're dealing with, don't you fucking argue with the Southern woman, because she's going to come at your ass. Okay?
Look, I'm thinking about going on this cruise in October.
What cruise?
They got a booze cruise.
Going where?
Going to Montego Bay.
Oh, you're going down south towards what? Okay.
Leaving out of New Orleans, going to Jamaica, I think it is.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Cozumel and all that.
Oh, okay. All right. Right on. See, now, I'm going to tell you guys this. I would tell each and every one of you, if you haven't been to Alaska, to come up to Alaska because you will come into Seattle. I can show you some nice places and all that. But I'm going to tell you this. If you come up to Seattle, if you're going to a Alaska cruise, it honestly has to be a fucking cruise. Or you're fucking on the cruise.
Really?
Oh, good girl. When's the last time that you have a suite and you can look out and see Icer Glaze? Because
never.
Yeah, and if you come up on an Alaskan cruise, I want everybody to look at what it looks like on the cruise ship of anybody who's in the swimming pools. No. Alaska cruise mean cold ass cruise, right? And so you're not gonna be in a fucking a swimming pool. And I will tell you honestly, I thought
they had the indoor.
Maybe if they got a new I
think they got an indoor on that Alaskan cruise.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So look at the entertainment on board the Alaskan cruise. Because all the way going up there, and then look at this too. When you get off of Juneau, Anchorage, or whatever, are you paying for because everybody wants to get off the boat.
Right.
And they get off the boat. Are you paying for these luxury? Are you paying for these extra amenities?
Right.
You know, because I went to the what do you call it? The where you zipping through trees, the zip cruises and all that. They're not used to people looking like you and me. All right.
Okay.
That's just real talk. I got off the cruise and the gentleman told me, he's like, "Hey man, I got this ring for you." And it was like, okay, and the ring was like bling bling, and it was like $3,000. Before I left, it was almost $250. Yeah. So I'm like, no, and we have to understand that when we get off on a cruise, anywhere we get off on, look at the time that your crew said you have to be back on that boat. That means how
man, you better be there early.
Yeah, that means how far you can travel out. If you can't travel out, you know, for say if it's 2 hours and you got to be back on the boat, you can travel out for maybe an hour, but you don't know what that the commute is to get back, and then you don't know who the people who you're playing with to get back.
Right.
They would go, "Oh, you need your ass back here in about 2 hours, an hour."
Yeah, right.
And if you with some cool people, and you're gonna go, all 5 of us or 6 of us, you can drop us off in here. We're gonna still pay all this money. You can go do your travel around. You come back, and you can pick us up, and we can go back. And that's kind of one of the best ways to do it. Is if you got 5 or 6 people, you know,
right together.
Yeah. Right. But then you know, knowing what you're dealing with and where you want to go, you go, okay, I'll drop you off and I'll come back, man. This is the scam that I found. A guy drop us off, and another guy comes by and goes, "Hey, I can take you back." I said, "No, we already got a cab driver." He goes, "I know him. We can get you back here," and he's charging me full rate. And I'm like, "Oh, you lying sack!" But yeah, so when you come out to Washington State, and if you want to go to Alaskan cruise, please hit me up. I was on there about 7 years ago. I don't really jump on it because it's too much for me to do down here. And I want you to understand this too, is that you have to stop in a foreign country before you can come back to California. So your foreign country is Canada, which is pretty much south of, it's right next to Victoria, and you stop in there for like an hour and a half, and then they will tell you, "Oh, okay, get back your ass back on the cruise, and we're taking you back home." Because that's the whole thing is Alaska. But yeah, hit me up, Mona. It's good to see you, baby.
It's good to see you too,
man. I miss you, girl. Indeed. Yeah, I miss you. So what have you been up to? Outside of getting your health, I'm so sad to hear about that.
Just chilling, just chilling, trying to wait for this appointment. Mm-hmm. Not really doing anything. I'm waiting on this appointment.
Veterans taking care of it?
Well, they're gonna have to. But it's gonna be on the outside because I'm not doing it at the VA. I'm doing it on the outside.
Okay, but you got it financially taken care of.
Oh, the VA is doing it. It's just on the outside.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Hey, and you know what else? I done finally got me an appointment to get my teeth cleaned.
You go, girl.
And I'm like, okay, I could have been and did this. Well, maybe. I don't know. Everything happens for a reason, so we're gonna see if they're gonna do it right. We got to see if they're gonna do it right. Because they already don't do stuff right already.
No, it's we talk about this political jiu-jitsu. You got to twist your arms, and I'm gonna tell you, I'm 100%. They sent me a letter saying, "We tried to get a hold of you, but we weren't able to get a hold of you. Could you please call us?" I called them 4 times, and I'm gonna put their number on blast in a minute. And they go, and I have never heard anything back from them. But the dental thing is, they flip people harder than flapjacks at fucking IHOP.
Wow.
Yeah, and they don't do it right, and so it's crazy. And I will tell you, living a life as a veteran is never easy, and we got to catch up, Boney.
Yeah,
I got to see you smile more.
Because you've been out of pocket for a minute.
What do you mean I've been out of pocket? I can't say I've been out of touch, but out of pocket?
You've been out of pocket. I ain't been seeing you.
Oh,
look, but lately I've been going to bed. I actually been making myself go to bed early. I haven't been doing too many late nights, being up all night long, and for a while there, it was taking a lot out of me. So I stopped doing it for a while. But I'm ready to jump back up in there because I was on 4 hours the other night.
Get out of here. Were you?
Yeah.
I'm going to start putting my thing on a notice for you. I don't really put my things on a notice, but you are right. And I had to give, because I've been kind of out of pocket because I'm just like you. I just moved. Well, not. I just moved over into this area here. Now, peek this. We got cats out here at bus stops, right? I mean, like literally smoking meth, just lighting up. And I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Now, I smoke weed, but I can't just go out and just light up and smoke up.
Right.
But these cats are doing this. And so I'm right across the street from City Hall. And so I had to go over and talk to these guys. I had to go over and talk to the chief of police. Because I don't understand why this and
how they get to do that, and you can't even smoke weed, and weed don't even do you like meth.
Exactly, and I'm like, I just smoke weed so I can get an appetite, so I can eat, and I'm done. But these guys are out here, and you know what? It's but Moni, I just moved into a new area, and when you move into a new area, I need to take at least 2 or 3 months to try.
Yeah, you're gonna try and adjust to them because they was there before you.
Exactly.
You can't come in here and just change everything and make everything the way you want it.
My girl,
they've been doing that already, so you gotta adjust to what they doing. But next time before you move, check out the area.
I did
Go over there and hang out in the middle of the night to see what's going on at night.
You hear what Mona's telling you? Everybody, when you're moving, and this is exactly what you need to go over at nighttime. You need to go over at daytime. You need to go and just chill and see what's going on. And because that's what I said. Well, let me do this. And I'm a disabled. I suffer from sleep disorder, and I suffer from major depression. So I don't like hanging around a lot of people. I don't.
Right.
And this is why I don't do my YouTube channels as much, is because I'm here to give you what I can give you, but I'm not here to give you everything.
Yeah.
You can't. And
don't.
And that's why I love hearing from you, Mona, because I say this with other I still got some people who come up and pop up on my page, and I love them because they were back a year ago, and and just like what Luscious Journey said, I need to take a time out because it's just too much. I have people coming up, I used to have people coming up because I don't allow that to come up and talk smack and whatever.
Right.
But when I'm blessed with a person like you, you're my girl. And people don't know. This is why I hate to call you by your first name on here, because I don't want nobody to know you like I know you. Because they don't know you. And so this is and why I stayed out of action is because I only will come up when I have something to talk about.
Okay. Because you and that guy was really giving out some good information, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna stay back here and listen. I can't come up here and just sit here and listen. No, I'm gonna sit back in the background and let y'all discuss what you're discussing me, so I can take notes. Because he got to talking about that TRICARE. .com, where you can get your medical records. You know how many people have a hard time getting their medical records from the military?
Exactly. And see, that's why I need you, Moni. Mona, that's why I need you, is because just like that brother Mondrell, this is a brother who, and let me tell you, with this brother here, he's never, when I come on to some spots, because he's already on some spots,
right?
But he has blessed me with coming on here, and I would tell you the same with Sir Harold Speaks and all these guys here. But I would tell you, and this is why I'm kind of happy with my channel. It's not, 1,000,000 subscribers, because I can talk with you.
Right.
And
you had 1,000,000 subscribers, you wouldn't be able to talk to me.
God, and I would want to have to put up with these people talking all this crap on my page, and so this probably were, but this is why I was saying with him and exactly is with you is that I get genuine conversation,
Right.
You tell me where you're coming from. And this is why I tell people, you're not going to come on my page and talk disrespectful to my people. And it's not because I want all these subs. No, these are my people. And that's why I'm so happy to hear from you. And I miss you. And I have another girl, OG Patrice.
Right.
I miss her. She comes up. Frank Gooden used to come up. But I'm blessed with, and just like Mandrell. This is a young brother who has knowledge, just like you do. I'm old school.
No, he got more knowledge than me.
Oh, but you guys are,
baby.
You guys are in harmony. I mean, because see, my baby girl.
Because he's here in Texas, right?
He's moving to the Texas.
Oh, he's moving. He's not here yet.
No, well, he may be there, but I know he was moving to there last time I talked to him. And that's why I tell him, just like with yourself, I'm like, hey, you guys disclose what information you want, but it's always sacred with me. And nobody's going to come up on this page talking shit to any of you. I wouldn't, because as far as I'm concerned, shit, fuck you. Pardon my vernacular. Anybody? Yeah, I know. See, Mona's not listening to me talking. I don't. But as far as when it comes to people trying to disrespect my people who like Mona, like Mondrell, like OG, like First Magnum, all these other people, and please forgive me if I don't mention you, because. I have some timers. I remember shit sometimes and I don't, but I would never let nobody come up on my page and disrespect you.
Right.
My thing is, I appreciate each and every one of you. And, and when you share with me what's going on with you, I think that it's something that helps other people as well, just not me. And so let me tell you, and this is why I say this too. Let me tell you guys this. I talked to my girl, Assistant Soil. We talk a lot, and I'm thinking, I was thinking about moving to Texas, but there's too many variables for me to move there. I mean, I would love to go down there and kick it with my girl because I know that we can get into some real estate stuff together, and we don't have to worry about things for the rest of our lives, and our kids don't. But there's too many for me. Okay, as a Seattle Black veteran, you don't. Here we talk about there's too much politics and too much bullshit. I'm suffering from my medical situations, and that's just too much for me. If you notice, one of the recent politicians, who's a veteran, he's suffering from, I try to fight for a lot of people's rights, and try to make sure that they are living okay. And so that is the thing, is that I work with a lot of people who are your grandmothers or your fathers or your mothers, and I know what they're dealing with because I live in some of the same communities with them, and I just don't like to see shit happening that goes down like that. But you know what I would ultimately love, and I shouldn't probably say this, but I'm gonna say this anyway. And you guys will be trying to look at. Oh, I don't have that many subscribers, so you guys are trying to hook me up. Just being with a beautiful person, living a beautiful life, without stress, and then people, they go, "What do you mean by that?" But if you were in the military, you know how to live life pretty fast. Boom, 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 boom. You have to. Look, I volunteer for the USO, and remember back in the day, Mona, duffel bags was 2 parts of our luggage.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I see these young people when I and they're just moving to their stations. I couldn't do it.
They different now.
Yeah, it's yeah, and it is physically, mental. Yeah, you're right, Mona. Because these kids now,
don't they have a card? They got a card that they can put up.
Their ID card now.
No, not an ID card, a pass card. For like if you messing with them or you want to make them drop or whatever, they got a card.
You're right. A stress card. Timeout.
Timeout.
Card.
Yeah.
I heard this. I haven't seen this, but I would not doubt it. I've heard it. And I'm like, a timeout? What the fuck you mean a timeout card?
That's what I said. What?
Yeah. I'm like, yeah, right. But no,
we had drill sergeants going around smacking people in the face. What are you talking about? A card? Talking about you don't want to be bothered today. What?
My thing was I had with it was okay. Let's get past the physical and let's get past what is ethical. Because when we reported in front of ethically when we reported in front of an officer. We couldn't just walk in there. Yeah, what's up, man?
Oh,
you can't do no shit like that.
You gotta ask permission to go in the door.
You better hold in your hat right. Your uniform better be pressed right. You better walk up in that motherfucker like with respect. And back in the 90s, I had a enlisted man. He was in basic training. Walked up. And I'm like, oh, fuck no, you did not. And you know what the officer told me? Oh, Drew, we need to be cool with that. I said, no.
You mean be cool?
Yeah, I told him if I walked up to you and I did that shit, would you respect it? I said, no. Don't tell me how to do my job, sir. And that's the only way I got him in check was you're not going to tell me how to do my job. This is your job. This is my job. Now, if you're telling me my job is different, then you need to talk to your chain of command. All right. And so this is honestly, this is how a lot of us are not looking at things in today's world is that. What is the SOP? What's the SOP says? And why we're not and if you're an officer, then you should be the person who is in charge of changing the SOP. But if you have not changed the SOP, then this is what we're going towards. Okay. Now, if you're gonna try to discipline me, then this is the problem, and then we have to go to court and all this other bullshit. And it puts a person through stress, but whatever. But this is not what we deal with in the military world. In the civilian world, you can get away with not standing up to the SOP because you can quit and go out and go get another job. In the military world, you have a 3 to 4 year, and if you're a commissioned officer, you have some time that you have to dedicate to that SOP. And in SOP, if you're gonna fuck around and violate that, then it's gonna violate who you are, and it's gonna mess with you when you get out. So this is the thing as far as understanding, because in the civilian world, there's no SOP. Civilian world, I don't like it, I quit. Right. I'll go to somewhere else. And you're not held to no standard. Just like we say with someone in the police force, and I'm not trying to get political, is that, if I kill this person over here, I can quit and I can go to another place and I can get hired over here. Not in the military. You have a contract. And that's the thing, and that's why I tell people now, what really fucks with, what really messes with.
Really in it, boy. Look, it's like me and you just talking, but everybody out here listening.
Yeah, okay. So let me just tell you, everybody, this on the real. I don't like real, but this is what it is.
Gone. You hear me?
What fucks with me is this. Is that you have no commitment to your obligation.
Right.
Your obligation can change from moment to the next moment. And what we say obligation is, if you're not getting paid this money here, you can get paid that money over here. And you say, fuck that. My obligation is money. And that's the sad thing about it is
right.
Loyalty to your commitments and fuck loyalty to the money. But this is how we rock in the United States. And unfortunately, there's probably some people from Japan or whatever tapping in on this bullshit. But I'm going to tell you this. And this is why I love Shifty Soros pages, is because we can talk about knitting, crocheting. We can talk about things that are more to our heart instead of this variables of shit that shifts. What I don't like this, I don't like that, and I can do that. No, it's one thing, and I would tell you this: what is true to my heart is, if a person can knit, what do you call it, crocheting or knitting? Mona.
Yes.
Crocheting or knitting? What is it?
Crocheting.
Okay. If you get somebody like Mona, who's beautiful, my girl Patty J, can crochet you, I'm gonna tell you, oh God, that is true, and that is true to your heart, and that's something that when somebody takes an authentic picture, crocheting without their ego being involved in it, I'm gonna tell you, look here. And Moni, I gotta hold you to this. I'm gonna send you some money because I want you, because Patty J made me a blanket. I loved it to death. Then I got this cat, and he's a cool ass cat. I never had a cat in my life.
Right.
And so he's been sleeping on it, throwing up on it, and I'm like, oh God.
Oh, you gotta wash it.
And I can't put it on my bed. And I'm like,
you can wash it.
But I don't understand you. If I wash it, I don't want this shrinking, like,
It's not gonna shrink. You can wash it.
Patty J said take it to her house and she's gonna do it. I'm like, okay, cool. And so, yeah, because I'm afraid, because the thing is, like, Mona, if you make me something, I am not. No, hell no. I'm gonna take it to dry cleaners. No, fuck no, because I'm appreciated, I'm respected, and no, fuck no. Oh, Jackie Simpson in the house. What's up, baby girl? I gotta give you shouts out. Just let me see here. Hold up. My man gave you some. Okay, Mona, roll over and look. See, I gotta make sure, Mona, I keep on top of this. I don't know. I'm not in the other thing here, but she's my moderator. She's my best friend. She is a beautiful person to me. So yeah, and now that I got this cat, I gotta come down and see you by this summer.
Don't bring that cat. I don't do cat. I don't do animals.
I know it. No, I gotta get him taken care of. That's the thing.
Okay,
because I ought to come down and see you sooner.
I used to have a dog, and
I'm a dog man. Man.
Don't bring no cat. No.
Don't
bring no dog either.
I'm not bringing nothing, but only dog I'm gonna bring is me. I hope you're cool with that.
Oh, look
at you! She walked into that, didn't she? She walked into that, so I gotta give it to her.
I did.
She walked into that. No, because Mona knows me. This is my girl. I tell all my people, because what I love about this, and Sister Sora, we've been on this for a minute.
Yeah.
And the thing is, and I would tell you what I love about her page, and I'm gonna love about her. I'm gonna tell you guys this. She be on here chopping up. What's your girl that you do the knitting?
Felicia.
Yes, shouts out to Felicia. Give a shout out. These girls let me come in, and they let me just interrupt their conversation, and they let me come on with my shit. But this is my sis 100. I have a few like her, like I said, few, and I appreciate all you guys who come up, but check out her page, because Shifting the Soil gives you some things that are, when you listen to me, I'm talking about dealing with government. I'm talking about dealing with some of the ups and downs of tolerating people, trying to help you get your benefits. But I always say it's mind, body, spirit. And if you want to get into more of your mind relaxing, check out Shifting Sensorial page. She would talk to you. Let me tell you this. You guys probably missed it, but when her and Michael Farmer and they were doing pies for Thanksgiving. Oh my God. You always hear me talk about that, don't you? It's like, good Lord.
Yeah, because he felt like he can make a sweet potato pie better than me.
And they threw down. I'm gonna tell you.
You think he threw down and he ain't
even put you milk threw in down. There.
Oh, okay. And he fed it to the chickens.
What? Yeah, that's Michael Farmer. That's my dude. But I would say this: if you don't know who's who, you should go get that channel. And Mona, put that redo that channel up so people can see it. Because look, let me tell you this: when you're up in the Northwest, or you up north, when you leave down south, the more north you go, and I hate to say this, the more jaded your recipes get. When you're down in the southern area, and I don't know if it's still the same, but they will offer you some food before they offer you some alcohol. And that's food to feed your soul.
Right.
So, and if you really want to know, check out Shifting Sensorial when she was with Michael Farmer, and you make your decision. See, the transition when you're down south, it's a competition. When you go Midwest or coming up, it's like, okay, who's doing what? Because we need to get the best, because we know the best is going to come down south. But when you go all the way up to the Northwest, shit. Hopefully I can find some good food.
Well, they have some good food in Georgia.
Yeah, but when you go,
I come from the north. And they have some good food. I grew up with some good cooks.
North where?
Toledo, Ohio.
Okay. She's not talking about Northern California. Northern California.
No, not over there. Not west. Or in the east.
Because even Shaquille O'Neal, he had a piece of it was actually, she was in southern San Bernardino, but San Bernardino, what the hell, real quick. So and you guys be very cautious when you go to San Bernardino. Was actually the place where McDonald's actually started their restaurant.
Ooh.
It's Ghetto Fabulous right now. And if you think I'm playing, go to YouTube and go to San Bernardino, and you'll see. I mean, I got some brothers and sisters who still live down that way, but I mean, real is real. Washington State, I am honestly trying to find some property that's under $500,000. That's way out somewhere in Washington State.
Lord have mercy. So you don't want to leave Washington?
No, I don't. The thing I don't, I always say this about Washington State. When I was in Southern California, if you're down south, if you have dogs or cats, let me just tell you this. You don't leave no food out, because ants, roaches, everybody is coming for that.
Coming forward for the food. Mm-hmm. Raccoons, possums. Yeah. Everybody gonna get it.
Mm-hmm. Right. Mm-hmm. Up here in Washington State, if a fly comes here, that fly is moving lethargic. He's like, and you can slap him straight out of the air. You can't do that shit in Southern California or in Southern the United States. So we're talking about Texas, Alabama, Mississippi, Alabama. And some of the states like because we know, and that's I was telling people. I said, my girl Shifting Sensorial Mona is telling me that it's gonna be hot as shit. My mother just came back from Port Arthur. And she's like, "Oh, it's nice the weather." I said, "Yeah, wait until the summertime. Let's see what's up with that."
It means it gets hotter. If it's nice already, it's gonna get hotter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let me ask
you. But we don't know because the weather has changed a lot. And lately it's been a little cooler than it's been for me. It's been cooler than since I've been here. And I've been here since 91. And this is the coolest.
Yeah.
This time of year.
So let me ask you this, because they were talking about this because it's humid over in here, Houston.
Not lately.
There's a guy, and he puts it on. It's called A World According to Briggs.
Okay.
And he was talking about, and we're gonna get together. I'm gonna kick you my phone number.
Okay.
And I just want
I'm gonna have to get off soon.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, because I want to go.
You need to go to the store, right?
No. Okay, so Mona, look here. This is my girl. She's like, oh, every time I come over here, I'm always drinking over here. It's not really. Okay, so everybody, let me tell you this. I am actually. I only eat chicken. I don't eat beef. I don't eat pork.
What do you eat?
No, I only chicken, and I'm a vegetarian.
Okay.
Yeah. And honestly, I'm a Buddhist. And it's not to put anything in.
So why you don't have a garden in your house?
Because I'm in an apartment.
That ain't no excuse.
No, but I have my setups to where it is. Okay. And honestly, let me see. Hold up. Next time you come on, Moni, when I talk to you, I'm going to show you, because from my bedroom. And this is the only reason, well, this is not the only reason. I talked to you guys about having an apartment and why should you have an apartment versus having a house. I always would like to move you to having a house. I moved out of one. Yeah, but if you're paying for maintenance, hot water heaters, and all that, yeah, you have to look at where you are. Oh, Jackson says Port Arthur. Yeah, oil. Exactly. That's what it is about there. Oh, we didn't give CC
got me up.
Yeah, let me give these people some props. Love you. Yeah, that's what
yes, ma'am.
And yeah,
it's making a lot of noise. It's pouring down, raining.
So this is why. Okay, so where I live now. And Washington State is different from Texas. We're a liberal state. I'm not saying it's good, I'm not saying it's bad, but right now I'm saying it's the bad part of it, because there's cats who can, just like I'm talking to you, I can light up meth, right? Less than 30 feet away from you, and the police won't do anything about it. Because of the laws that are set up, and I have to talk to oh, did I give you hey money for that? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So this is the thing, but so this is what I say, and this is why I say this: know what you want, know where you want to be, and know how you want to live. In the Matrix, the Oracle said, "Thou must know thyself," and this is very true, because look,
that's why I ain't going nowhere else.
I'm gonna get sent to school, and they're gonna pay for me to get sent to school.
What you taking?
Audio engineering. So I want to learn how to mix music and play with music. And you think that I'm too old for that?
I want to learn how to do that.
Exactly, because you have something that you want to express. You want to play something.
You telling me the military is paying for you to do this?
Yeah, every time you get if you get now this is the thing. Okay, so 2019, I got a increase to my 100%. But now here we are, 2023. Is that all this stuff has been transactioning, and I'm still eligible to do these things. So they're gonna either keep my lease up here and pay for me a place to go down to Arizona.
Okay.
And I can go down for 9 months and learn the class. They'll put me up in the room and everything. Yeah. So we have to talk about that, because like if you're single and they go, Moni, you're interested in this class? Cool. All right. So, well, this is where we got these top classes that we can send you to. And on top of that, when you get out of those classes, they are going to help you get to these other employment. And they say, well, okay, so how would you like it if we pay for all your schooling, pay for all your living expenses?
They're not gonna give it to me because I'm unemployable.
No, you can still probably get that. Well, really? You're right. This is one of the questions that they asked me. They say, well, are you individual unemployable? Okay. So the thing is, and we got to talk about this off because I really want to truly understand your situation.
Right.
So we can talk about this and we can see, and this is the thing. I want to talk about you off record, off the internet with this. So I won't say off record. So please, people don't think we're hiding anything from you.
Right.
Is that I believe people's personal information is their personal information. So
right.
We can talk and we go, and Monique's going to tell me, and I can tell you, yeah, I'm totally fucking wrong. You're right. And so when we come back online, we can go, well, Citizen Sorrel and I talked about this, and yeah, she's right with her perspectives on this. And so this is what I'm saying is really kind of hard. It's not hard, but it's the thing is, it's hard because if I didn't know Citizen Sorrel, she's been my girl from shit. Let me give you guys this. She's been my girl since she had 100 people along her thing, and I had like 200. She's got 1,000. I'm still only 400. Okay,
thanks, micro.
No, but that's my girl because look, she's been rocking with me, and this is how I would tell you guys how I get down. I'm gonna give. Look, this is my girl. I got to give her all her props of what she's doing. And I'm not up. If you know anything about the Seattle Black Veteran, I'm not about it's not about blah, blah, blah. This is why they show up every now and then. This is my girl told me, Mona, she goes, I ain't see you in a minute.
You've been out of pocket.
Yeah, I have been. You're right, baby doll. And I need to get back on here more frequently, but I'm gonna tell each and every one of you, I suffer from a lot of mental dispositions, and I'm not afraid to tell you guys this because I want you to be comfortable and I want you to be understandable. Is that when you are not feeling coming up online here, YouTube is not your life. And you know who told me this too? And that was Shifting Some Soil, my girl Mona. She said the same thing, and that is, look, we do what we can do. I make my money. I'm not a millionaire. But my thing is, I'm just going to give you what I can give you. And if I can't give you that, then I'm not going to give you that and lie to you. And I'm not going to sit here and play with you. And so if you want to find somebody who's more real than I am, look at her, my girl here, Shifted to Soil and more. Look at my people's OG Patrice. I would tell you, to TLA, I got so many people that my small mind can't remember. You know it, mama.
No, I'm looking at Jackie talking about the grunts and the mud puppies.
Okay. Keep me on point, yeah. Oh, well, thank you, Jackie. Thank you, sister. See, and this is why I appreciate my baby girl here. And I don't know nothing, but I will tell you this: I'm coming to see you soon.
Okay.
I'm telling you.
Okay.
Yeah, and you guys are gonna flip out like 9 ways going south, but it's gonna be all
9 ways going south, baby.
No, because you know what? Honestly, it's like maybe 4 or 5 people I've gave my personal information to. Unfortunately, I deleted my last one by accident. But it was kind of cool too because I was given my personal phone number, and so if you guys copied it down, you know my personal phone number.
Oh wow!
Yeah, because I got people kept asking me. I'm over the USO.
Right.
And they're like, "Hey, yo, talk to us." I'm like, well, and these are a lot of people who never served. But they're volunteering to help out these kids. This everybody who's coming through is going to Japan. They're going to different places and outside of the United States, and I'm like, wow. And because Mona, most of the people I deal with are veterans, are retired people.
Okay.
And I have to tell you, because you and I got to talk, and you and me, a girl, we got to talk, because I don't like giving a lot of people information, because I found people come onto this channel here who would try to use my information to purposely, lie.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't want to be involved. You know how it is, Mama.
Yeah.
I'm we do enough things to try to help people, and then we get these trolls or these monkey heads or whatever, and I'm just like,
right.
And this is one of the reasons, because I was talking to a brother, very intelligent, and when I was on another person's channel, this other guy showed up and he was talking garbage to me, just really talking shit, and I was like, Mama, look, when you're dealing with things, you don't have time to play with people who just want to argue with you. It's like,
right.
Right.
I ain't gonna do it.
Exactly. I don't have time for it. Everybody who's listening now, if you wonder why some of your people who you call your grandmothers or your aunties or your uncles who are quiet, you have all the energy to talk about shit that's not worth talking about. Some have some legitimate conversations to talk about. But if you want to get in my face and start yelling at me, start trying to disrespect me because you're trying to prove a point, you lost it. Let me tell you this. A lot of my young brothers and sisters have a point to prove, a point to talk about. But if you think you're going to talk with me with disrespect, and you think you can raise your voice at me and talk to me with disrespect, I'm going to give you 2 things. You lost your rabbit. And what we say back in the day, you lost your rabbit, that means you lost your rabbit ass fucking mind. And when you say rabbit mind, think about a dog who has not think about a rabbit.
Right.
And then I said, because you're on that cusp of getting your monkey whipped. So you lost your rabbit ass mind because you don't know the fuck you're talking to. And if you're about to get your monkey ass kicked. But see, the thing is, a lot of us youngsters think that you ain't gonna whip my ass. I don't need to whip your ass. You're already doing it to yourself. If you're gonna talk to somebody with disrespect and not understanding what you're talking about, you're putting yourself in a position to lose your own shit. This is the thing is, if you were talking to my girl, Shifting Saswal, about making a quilt or a blanket, and you want to tell her what you think you know without talking about a person who knows, go do your shit. Go do your shit. Because when you run into that curve and find out that what you're talking about ain't shit, you really, come on. And it's not a point of disrespecting anybody who's younger than me or disrespecting anybody who's older than me. But I'm going to tell you, I'm 60 years old. If I always say this, I don't ever talk to you with disrespect. Why do I need to do that? This beautiful woman who's on the line with me right now Shit is
getting ready to go lay down.
Yeah.
You see, I'm over here rocking and carrying on.
Yeah. Go ahead, girl. Oh, shoot. I was surprised because you literally keep me on longer than this.
I told you I'm like on a different schedule. This pain that I'm in is not letting me.
Go to sleep, mama. I appreciate you. And tell everybody who you are. Where's your page? And before you go.
Okay, I am sifting some soil, and I garden and I crochet, and and I have late night crocheting, and we be on late at night on Sunday night, just kicking it and crafting. It's a crafting actually. So if you have some type of craft and you up in the middle of the night, and we be on there for several hours and just chit-chatting and crafting.
Okay. And she did a very short here. So Jackie Simpson says, never interrupt an enemy when they are
destroying themselves.
And you're so right about that. And so let me give you much props to my beautiful sister, Shifting Some Soil and more. She is my baby girl, Mona.
Yeah.
And so if you people are into it, and this is what I say. Mind, body, and spirit. Both these people, Jack Simpson, everybody's in this. CC's Garden. Let's get her up here for you. I'm headed back to bed.
Good night, CC. Everything gonna be okay. Go and get you some sleep. It's just a little thunder.
And love my baby girl, Simpson Soil. And hey, Mona, I appreciate you, baby girl. And I got your thing, so I'm gonna hit you up. What time zone are you on? And I shouldn't be putting this
Central.
Okay, cool. We'll holler at you. I got to do some things with city council and the chief of police tomorrow.
Okay.
These other people, but love you, baby girl. I appreciate you.
All right. Thank you. I'll talk to you later.
I love you, baby girl.
All right. Good night.
Good night, sweetheart. All right. That is my beautiful friend, and everybody else is up in here. I appreciate you. Okay, so what we want to do, and I want you guys to do this, is Cece's headed back to bed too, and everybody. And so you guys check out each and everybody's link that's came up on here. I want to thank each and every one of you. We're going to let everybody get off of here and go to sleep. Please hit me up. If you don't hit me up on the text message, hit me up on my email. You see it at the bottom screen is a Seattle Black Vet. Okay, so make sure you hit that right because a lot of people don't get it. And so maybe we get everything going on here. I am going to get myself some sleep as well. It is it's early. But anyway, if you guys have any questions before I bounce out of here, hit me with the questions. If not, I am going to bounce out of here. I love each and every one of you guys. Jackie Simpson. CC, everybody, I'm gonna scroll down here because I want to give everybody props here. Jackie Simpson, CC. J3 GS, thank you. So let me give you guys these props here where I can go. Vanessa Kinney, my winged woman, I love you. And thank you so much, you guys. I really appreciate you. And please, hopefully, we're sounding okay. We will be back on here tomorrow night. I'm hoping tomorrow night, if I don't have anything going off. Please believe me, guys. Some of the things, the reason why I'm not here is because I'm dealing with veteran stuff, the USO, the DAV, and I'm also dealing with I have to talk to the chief of police over here in the county, the city that I live in, and I have to let me tell you guys this. Okay. So if you're living in your city and you're having issues that are going on, drugs, homelessness, mental, these are things that are really happening in particular cities. So then you have to ask yourself, how do you deal with those? Okay. So I want you guys to hit me with the questions because this is the thing. Go to your city hall, go to your police station. I know it's kind of crazy, but go to your police station and ask them to come over to your community. If you're living in an apartment building and you're having these issues, you want to be kind but be forceful. Is how do you deal with these situations that you're dealing with in your city? Because your city council and your chief of police will be there. Now, don't go there with, I would say this, I don't go with an argumentative thing. I go with a thing is that I'm looking for resolve. This is the problems that our residents, not I. And I just said that. What your residence is dealing with, talk to the people who own your residence and ask them if they can get in touch with the police and have the police come over and talk to your residents. Now, whether you live in and where you own a place and you're in an HOA, you should be able to ask the HOA's people, I want to have the police come over and talk to us because we're not feeling safe. That's a legitimate question. Now, your apartment people should be responding in kind, and so should the police. If they both are not responding in kind, which should be super stupid, understand where your city council meetings are. A lot of us do not understand what time or what place do the city council meet. These people are paying, you're paying them through your tax dollars. Now understand this. A lot of these people have jobs on the side. And this is extra benefits from them. Did you know that? Now, this is extra benefits from them. You are not an extra benefit. You are a person who lives in the place that these people are governing to make your life livable. This is real talk. If they're not making your life livable, you have to respond in kind by having a lot of people. Look, I go to city council and I talk to them. I'm one person. On top of that, I'm one black person. Now, I'm not the only person who lives here, and I'm one of the rare black people who live here. So, why can't we get the rest of our residents involved in this issue? If your residents are not willing to be involved in this issue, maybe you need to find a harder way to deal with it or get out of this particular. But no, I'm not that person. You know, as a Seattle Black veteran, I come and I fight for your benefits. Let me ask you this. How many of you think that I'm benefiting from all this? You think that I'm making money from this? No. If you believe that, okay, go check all my stuff here. You see that my subscribers is like 400. I'm not concerned about that. I'm concerned about you having the information to fight for your rights. All right. If you're not concerned about that, then it's not going to stop me. I'm turning 60 this year. Do you think that everything I'm talking to you is going to benefit me? You know, the best thing that benefits me is that I can see that you are doing better. And hopefully something that I have told you can help you do better. If not, it's okay. One thing is, I do this because you're beautiful. You're special. And I don't want you to put up with the shit that I put up with. Okay. All right. Whether you like it or not, there it is. All right, guys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, and I want you to store it. The next one I'm gonna put up is for stupidly erased the last one I did, but I'm gonna put up for the USO. So we want to talk about from active duty. Let me get my, I don't know what the camera is here. From active duty, retirement, disability. I've been doing this channel for retirement and disability for quite some time and no traction, but I'm not mad about that. What I'm saying is now I want to make sure that I appreciate you, my brother. Thank you so much. I want to make sure that you guys and girls understand you're special. You understand that? And Jackie says, and thank you, so beautiful. I appreciate you. And I would definitely just, and I would honestly tell you this. So, Jackie, you make sure you stay in touch with me a year later because I'm gonna say, and Jackie was one of the persons who helped me stay the course, and that is making sure that look here. I want you guys to understand this. I want you to be mentally, spiritually, and physically. As you walk, just go out and get your walk because it's going to get you oxygen. It's going to get you mentally and spiritually on point. Find yourself and stay within yourself as far as it is positive. It's bringing your life to yourself. And the reason why I say that is because I want you to be able to, and I want you to, when you get to getting on your benefits, that you are able to experience those benefits, enjoy those benefits, is your family, your kids. Okay. So if you're not aware of, I want you to get on here and ask all the questions that you want. And I will tell you this, and much respect to my LT Turner, you have some people on here who want to talk with you in disrespect and want you to bow down to them because of their so-called rank or whatever they've been through. I'm gonna tell you this, and please forgive me. Fuck that. If you served in the military and you're honestly trying to go and get the benefits that you deserve, or you are not sure or understanding, I'm gonna give those information to you. Now I can understand some of these people because I get people who come online with me who think that I am going to teach them how to fraudulently get to where they want to get. I am not going to do that. If you take it for that, then that's what you take it for. But I'm going to put this down as legitimate thing is that I am not here to fraudulently do anything against the government. I am trying to help each and every one of us to get their maximum benefits. Now, I have to say this too. Some of us are not even aware of that we can have our benefits, and we're scared to say no. Always ask. I get people who are been to like 3 or 4 desert storms, desert shields, been all, and they do not want to come and fight for what their benefits are. Let me tell you this. Now I got to give this one more time. We talked about this so many times, and that is this. I was a drill sergeant. I trained over 300 soldiers. I got a drill sergeant of the year. I got expert infantry. So you want to say, well, what did you get that for? If you want to sit there and argue about that, but at the same time, you're slipping on your benefits. And if you got kids, you're sleeping on your benefits because you're so hardcore. Stop it. I'm 100% disabled veteran, and I used to be a drill sergeant. I used to be an infantry, like an expert infantry. It don't make me better than you. But if you're not trying to look at how you can understand what your benefits that you are required to, yeah, it makes me better than you because you're acting stupid. Stop acting stupid and go and look at what you are entitled to. Look here. I don't ever want to disrespect anybody. I have captains, colonels, lieutenants, enlisted. We're trying to get our best benefits that we're required to or we're entitled to. I understand. I hear you. I hear you. But what do you want me else to do? What do you want me to do? I know I'm talking like crazy. It's like a stick hall movie instead of say that. But what do you want me to do? I need your questions. Thank you, Jackie. I appreciate you so much. CC as well. But the thing is, I'm not trying to disrespect anybody at all. We're going to talk about another thing tomorrow, and we're going to talk about budget and finance. Budget and finance. Unfortunately, my brother, thank you, First Lieutenant, for coming up. We're going to have a more in-depth conversation about when you get out of the military, where if you're looking for a job, you know, how you can go about it, how I can help you. That too, and real estate. Let me tell you, a lot of people who look like me, we were redlining real estate. I was going to have my brother come up. He's got busy tonight, and so that's my apologies. But we're going to talk about this, and we're going to talk about, you know, veterans sleeping on their benefits, real estate, everything. You have to look at this, and this is what I want each and every one of you to do. I don't ever tell people what they should do, and I'm going to ask you to do this. Take care of yourself physically. Don't overdo it. Don't underdo it. But take care of yourself, because I want you to get the benefits that you are entitled to. And so the benefits you're entitled to, if you're not able to live, what is it about? And let's say that you're going through this. You have kids and family. You have to understand what that's about too. If you guys don't understand this, I did some videos, and I'm probably sure I was, you know, I'm young back in the days, but go check out those videos. If they're talking about your benefits, and like I will tell you this, I am no expert. I am no person who can tell you. I'm just going to tell you what I've been through and what I have witnessed. So, you know, the thing is, we need to get a hold of all of our people. Let us know what's going on. All right, I'm the Seattle Black Veteran. I am tired as all get out. Well, thank you guys. My cat is leaving me alone for a minute. But Jackie, thank you so much. CC, Texas Garden, my girl, Simone, Moni, love you, girl. Mona. And Patty J, thank you so much. I'm gonna give everybody. This is one thing I appreciate about not having a lot of subscribers, because I can give you guys some love. Vanessa Kitty, my baby girl, Wing Woman, I appreciate you guys. Look here, I want to tell you, each and every one of you, if you ever come up to Seattle, Washington, you make sure you see me. I'll go out and buy you a drink. And we can kick it and talk. Brian Turner, my first LT. Appreciate you, my brother. But I want to let each and every one of you know I appreciate you. What we're always talking about is what? Your money and your health. Okay? So understand this. We're not talking about my health. We're talking about your money and your health. I am 100%. And I will tell you this. I want you guys to know this. Okay. This is what we talk about. When you get to my age, let's hear. This is why I talk to you about having your money coming into you, because you're gonna have to deal with mental, physical health, spiritual health. You can hopefully manage it on your own, but we're talking about glasses, teeth, medication. And so I want you guys to start preparing yourselves, and that is putting some money away. If you get a chance, I'm gonna come on here. We're gonna talk about finances, and I want you guys to get on point with this. The thing is that we don't talk with each other about finances. We don't talk to each other about how look. I'm 100% disabled veteran. If I wasn't 100% disabled veteran, I'll be working probably for the next 30 years. I wouldn't mind it, but I probably wouldn't be, because if it was for my disabilities, I would be making some serious cash. You guys are sleeping out here. And the thing is, making that money, like I said, we started, I want you to have 4 legs of retirement. What's those 4 legs? Since we cannot retire in 20 years, you can have in your 401k plan. All right. Hopefully, I don't know if Social Security is going to be around when you get out of there. You got to look at your investments, what you're doing with your investments. That's going to make you some money that you can retire off of. Let me tell you this. I'm going to talk about this on my Seattle Black OG page, because I want you guys to understand that some people are not going to talk to you about finances. One thing I want you to kind of cruise away from is credit cards. Credit cards have a percentage interest that's going to keep you paying on the percentage interest before you can pay off the principal. And so that means that if you bought this piece of paper from me, I'm going to charge you 20% interest every month versus what you need to pay. All right. And you'll be paying more in percentage interest before you can pay off that loan. So before you go get a credit card, look at why you're getting it and understand this. Wants versus needs. What I need is food, and I needed gas. I paid off my car. And listen, if you ever go get a car, and this is what I want you to understand here real quick, and I got to get off here because I had to go do my thing here. You ever see these commercials that talk about I think go and get this car insurance in case you have a transmission or an engine fail, that you will be covered. The reason why that is because new cars are not getting sold as fast as used cars. And the average person will keep a car for 10 years. And so if you get a used car, let me tell you this. I got a 2016 Honda Accord. Everything, bells and whistles on it. But I paid it off. I'm not paying for that car. Some of us will have a car that we have to make car payments on top of insurance. So always look at what the insurance is going to be as well. Now, for the majority of these cars, the warranty has played out on them. And so you will not have a warranty on the car. So if your transmission or engine breaks down, that's $2,000 to $3,000. Okay. So this is where the companies come in. Hey, you know what? If you have a used car, because a lot of these car people, CarMax, Carvana, all these people are selling you used cars. The average person will keep a car how long? 10 to 11 years. So if you have a used car, you're trying to keep it 10 to 11 years, then it's going to have the warranty expired. Now, you guys tell me if I'm wrong with this. The warranty is going to expire. And how can you pay for a transmission or an engine? That's going to be at least $2,000 to $3,000. So you're going to pay these people here who are saying, you need to get our car. This is why you see them blowing up. Okay. So when we talk about these things, this is why you see certain things blowing up. Also, real quick, Camp Lejeune, it doesn't matter if you are a military, if you are a civilian and you lived on that post with a military person, or even if you didn't, you are subjected to check out the Camp Lejeune thing. Okay. So people are not telling you. And so how can you go figure that out and find it out? Go to your VA hospital. Ask them. I was at the work resource today, and a gentleman came through and he said, well, the VA hospital sent me to you. They said, well, we don't know why they sent you to us, because you need to go back to there and talk to them, and you need to talk to those people who are dealing with records. You see how fucking confusing this can be. This is why when a lot of people ask me about Camp Lejeune, I'm like, I really don't know. I'm trying to figure this out. But every time you call into the VA hospital, you should be able to find it out. They will send you to a person. So I would say this. If you're living like mid Washington State and you're not near a VA hospital, you should call the VA hospital and get that information. And I know it's going to be a fucking head wreck to go through that. But I would do my darndest to get back with you guys and let you know what I am figuring out with this. So today, I talked to them about Social Security. Oh, good Lord. And so I'm going to give you some updates on that. I will promise you, I will come up tomorrow. And hopefully I have my brother from the real estate. We're going to have my brother from the first LT, Brian Turner. We're going to get him back up here because I know we got a lot of more stuff to get from this young brother here. And like I always say is this. You're not here to expose your personal information. Just educate us, and not in a negative way. And I appreciate you guys. All right. So I did this real. Well, let's do this. Shit, we've been on for 3 hours. This is really interesting. Shouts out to the TLA, OG Patrice, Frank Gooden. I know I'm missing a lot of people, but OG, next time you just stop by, just holler, just drop in. Gellert Knight, all you guys. And I know I'm missing some people, definitely. And First Magnum, please come back up here. We got to get you squared away. We'll talk about some things here, my brother. But I love you, each and every one of you, and I really appreciate your time. Man, I want to talk to you about more stuff. But I will tell you this. If you want, hang on for a second, okay? If you go away, it's okay. All right, so sorry about that. Thank you for being with me. We're gonna get you off of here. I had to go and my cat. I never had a cat. My first cat. Thank you, Betty J. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do tomorrow. I'm going to definitely come up tomorrow. I think maybe about 7:30. Let's see what's going on, but 7:30. But I want to thank each and every one of you guys, ladies and gentlemen, for just hanging out. So we're gonna talk about tomorrow. Hopefully, I get my brother. We're gonna talk about real estate. If you are a veteran and you are looking to buy a home, what do you want to do? Or if you're looking to go into an apartment, what probably you should do if you go into an apartment or if you want to go into a home. Now, this is the thing, and I'm gonna tell you this. Two things that makes my channel stay where it is that one is I'm not here often, and two is I'm not about the drama. So the thing is, we need to get you guys and girls squared away. I work with active duty people. I volunteer time with those my active duty people, and I give you all the information I can as a disabled veteran. And so I want to thank Mandrell too. Thank you, my brother, for coming up. I really, really appreciate you guys. And if you're listening to this, go and check out Mandrell's page and sign up for the brother. Very educational young brother. And everybody who's hanging with me right now, I really appreciate you. And thank you so much. So go to bed, get some sleep. It's almost like 11 o'clock. It's early for me. But like I say, I only come up here to give you guys what I am experiencing. I got a gang of stuff to tell you today. Tell you tomorrow. And that was working with the work resource. And what you should know. All right. I love you guys. Oh, hold up. I gotta give my man my girl Jackie on here. Jackie, thank you so much, baby girl. I appreciate you. And let's do this. Yes. I appreciate you so much. And to each and every one of you who came out and hang out with the Seattle Black Veteran. I'm gonna take you guys to the Seattle Aquarium soon. But I'm in the studio. Actually, I'm kind of getting it set up. So I just want to say I appreciate and love each and every one of you. And thank you so much. Okay, you guys go to bed, get some sleep. And thank you so much again for each and every one of you showing up. Tomorrow, like I said, we're going to talk. I'm going to come up tomorrow. And we're going to talk about things that are active duty and things that are reserves. And so reserves are retired. But what I want each and every one of you to do is at least hit me with a question so we can address this, okay? Address what we are trying to get accomplished. Trolls, whatever. But let's talk about what we can do to move forward. My thing as always is this, and I'll say this before I leave. It's about helping you achieve the best things that you can do. And actually, thank you, Jackie. It's actually getting you the best place that you can be. And we're talking about, your benefits, your health, your mental health. When you're stressing, it's hard for you to think about what you need to get done. We want to get you away from the stressing part so you can get what you need to get done. All right, guys and girls, I love you. I know you called the Seattle Black Veteran. Hey, thank you guys for just dropping in and showing up. I appreciate you. I'm about to check out because, man, I got a grip of stuff to do. And the things I'm going to get done is this. Answering your questions for number one. And the other thing is, how can you save money? If you're a veteran, how can you save money? How can you get to maximize your benefits? So this is the thing we need to talk about. Love you guys. We'll talk to you shortly. You can take care. I'm the Seattle Black Veteran. I'm out of here. Much love. I appreciate it. each and every one of you showed up, and you will always be my family.